Hi, everybody. Welcome to the House of the Princess. And guess who it is? It's me, Princess AV. And look, y'all making me excited because there's more people watching now. It don't say zero and whatnot. Y'all is happy to be here, and I am happy for you to be here. If you don't know me out in YouTube land or Facebook land, again, I'm Princess AV. We're here in the House of the Princess. It's 50% righteous, 50% ratchet. So you never know what you might get. But one thing I can assure you is you're going to have a good time. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen that's out there, we're going to sit down. We're going to have a good talkings to tonight. So what I suggest is you go get you a cool beverage because we always have a cool beverage. Take a sip right there because that always make you have a good time. Whether you have water or wine, baby, you're going to have a good time. Okay. So you can also make sure that you give us a shout out in the comments. We'll have time if you want to get online, audio or visual, and just say your 2-piece or your 3-piece. We welcome you to the party. Okay. I want you to talk to me because I love you. And I know you love me too. And when you love people, you communicate with them. Okay. And we're going to keep this relationship going. So, those who may or may not know, tonight's subject is what women want. Last week we did what men want, and it kind of got off the chain. It was really off the chain. Okay, so just like the men and women can get off the chain, I am excited about my guests that are coming on. So I'm not going to keep stalling. Those who are ready to go, we're here. So I'm going to introduce my 2 guests. Now, first, I'm real excited. We're going to bring back. Oh, Carolina. Hey, we see I'm international. I told y'all. That's my girl. She all the way from the UK. My guest, Miss Tammie Hollywoodstylz.
Hey,
That's my day.
that's
And
my
she
bag.
she is my first guest that has been here twice. When I was putting this panel together, I said, I got one person that I know I'm down for that I want to be on it. And then she heard the subject. She was like, oh, I got to get in on that. And then I thought about it. I said, y'all two would get together. Y'all would get along. It's a good dynamic. I was like, I'm gonna have to introduce you. Hey, Donica, welcome to the House of the Princess. I hope you stay. Make yourself at home. So, without further ado, I am going to introduce this lady. She's down chick, okay? She's really, really sweet. I haven't met her in person yet, and I do say yet, but she is really, really sweet. Some of y'all know her already, and if you don't know her, you need to get to know her. She is the first lady of the DMV and one of 3 in the Black Socialites. Okay, so I'm going to introduce Miss Marcella Speaks.
Hey, y'all. I'm glad that my people from the page, they're here. I've been announcing it all day.
Thank
They're here.
you. I'm excited every time.
I'm
Every
making noise, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to roll up. In other words, get my hookah together.
Oh, you can have a real good time.
A real good time now.
Miss Marcella got her cool beverage. What you drinking on, Miss Marcella?
Hennessy and Coke. Y'all know we're going to make you choke. So,
Ooh, she get right down to it. Speaking of choking, okay.
yeah.
Well, let me put these comments on the screen. That's Donica.
Donica's from our page, and she's been waiting.
I appreciate you. I appreciate all the love and the support. I hope we got some good content. We got another person from the page, Miss Denise King. I recognize
She's one of my moderators. She's a moderator. She has her own pages too. She is awesome, outstanding, and she's helping me with my YouTube page. Very outstanding woman. And guess what? She likes this talk.
We finna, okay, again, let me give you this disclaimer now, okay? I don't know if we're gonna be as raunchy as the men are, but I'm gonna tell you right now,
Oh yes, we are.
Princess AV is not for the children. I don't like
Right.
kids. And I'm gonna give you the Tammie speech on dirty hair.
Okay.
Don't bring your kids nowhere up in here.
Nowhere.
Don't have them around here because this ain't for children. Okay.
Amen.
This talk is not for children, so I don't want y'all sitting up here talking about, oh, she said this. I'm telling you right now, that this is adult content. Okay, it's not a show. This is not the Santa Claus show. This is a grown folks show, a real grown woman show. Okay,
That's right.
y'all in there, y'all want to know how to get in between them skins. We finna help you on out. Okay. Now you probably know how to get in between the skins, but we want to keep you there. Okay. Hey,
keep him there. We want to keep him there.
Yes, we want to keep you there. So, since we already raunchy before we even get into it,
right
now, Carolina said, "Okay, my kid's been in bed a long time."
Okay,
it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Where she at? Oh man.
Oh, okay. It's 5 a.m. where she at. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think they 5 hours ahead of us. Between 5 and 8 hours ahead of us. So yeah, she in it. So yeah, Carolina, you can say what you want now. Taking notes. Yes, I know you
Mr. Akeem. Get your hand ready, Mr. Akeem, when I finish.
Oh, wait. Y'all taking off already. I love it. So we gonna start slow, but not slow. We're gonna talk about sex since that's first on the docket. Okay. So, matter of fact, let me find the daggone notes. Okay, so I'm gonna ask them the same questions that we asked the men, but we're gonna still spin it. When do you have sex with somebody you like? Is it a too soon, or do you put them on a 90-day coochie plan, or do you get it how you live it? What is your opinion on that?
Who you want to go first?
Y'all do what you need to do.
I'm gonna tell you now. If you meet a man and you wanna do him, you do it when you ready. If that's tonight, the night you meet him, you do it because we grown.
That's right.
And just like men will meet a woman and find them, fuck them, and forget them, we will dig them, dick them, and dog them. We will get rid of them. So I'm telling you, you do it. If you go out tonight and you're out head hunting, get it. Get it. Don't wait. Men, listen. If you can handle that, then you go ahead and do that. You don't wait for, I want to wait and see if he stick around. Listen, he gonna stick around if you do him right. If you do it right, and then how you doing? Hell no, there is a no too soon. Denise, there is a no too soon. Listen, if I want you, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna swallow you, and my name is Sally and not Marcella on that day.
Well, to add to what she said, there is no too soon. Some women have this thing with, oh, I gotta know him a couple of weeks, a couple of months. Baby, let me tell you something. Either he gonna dog you the first night or a whole year later. It really don't make a difference.
Ooh,
it really don't make a difference. So if y'all are both consenting adults and y'all both find each other attractive and this is what you want to do, I'm gonna say do it. I'm not putting nobody on no 90-day plan because it is what it is around here, because I need to test drive this car before I even buy it. So I need to see if this is what I want to fuck with a whole month from now or 2 months from now. It is what it is, because I can turn you on and off like a light switch. I'll call you when I want to and don't when I don't want to.
Right. And women got to get like that. We gotta act like a lady, think like a man.
That's right. Definitely.
KK said she just gonna call you
Princess, you don't want this, Princess. You really don't want to know this, Princess. No.
Maybe I'm here for it.
Okay, for all of it. Yeah, I'm a firm believer there's no too soon because some women feel like, well, I'm gonna lose self-respect if it's a little too soon. That's not true. That's not true, because you can make a man wait 30, 60, 90 days whenever you want to, and then still realize he ain't shit. He can still dog you the hell out. He probably didn't woo you for 90 days to get some ass, and then he gone. So why am I gonna waste my time? There's no need in me wasting my time.
If a woman is confident and has her own money and got her own life, sometimes we just want to dick them and leave them.
But let me give you, the men that's watching, let me give y'all a little tea that y'all don't know about women. Do y'all not know that the first 15 to 20 minutes of meeting y'all, we know if we're going to fuck y'all or not?
I kind of know if I want to give it to you.
It just depends on y'all. When y'all
these people talk about they be dating and they don't know what size the penis is.
No.
Ain't no way I don't know what size your dick is.
Let me tell you something. We know within the first few minutes of meeting you if we'll do it or not. It just depends on that man when he gets it. His mouth can mess it up. His personality can mess it up. Things that he say can mess it up. But if you talking right and you play some Isley Brothers for me, you might get it real quick. Real quick.
Yeah. Yes.
Woo! Carolina said, I ain't wait no 6 months to find a disappointment at the finish line.
Okay.
No.
For real.
No. We know if we got our own, go to a hotel. When you leave your panties if you plan not to ever come back, because it'll be something that he missed.
Yeah.
I am the one ass person. What did he? What? You want ass?
What?
Yes, I want the man that you ain't got to know my name. It's Sally. It is Sally. Don't give me your resume. Don't get on the dance floor and start talking to me. Don't buy me a drink.
For real. Just vibe. It is what it is. I don't need none of that. Like sometimes, no lie, we want to be winding down, but that's a whole nother level. That's something else. We hit that later. That's something else. But when you meet a man, we know within the first 15 or 20 minutes of meeting them, what we gonna do. Like I said, it all depends on them when they get it. Because some of y'all can fuck up a wet dream with y'all mouth. Oh, which Isley Brothers, if you play Voyage to Atlantis, it's going down. If you play Voyage to Atlantis, it's going down.
I'm a little older. I like the whispers.
Oh, baby, me too. They play Lady. It's going, oh, baby, it's really going down.
Have you ever been kissed from head to toe, round your back down to your navel?
Okay.
Yes, honey. I'm a little older.
In the mood, baby, I would be getting down. Do you hear me?
Coming before he even touch you. You might even say, I don't need you. I'm coming already.
Colorist Chic. That is a new watcher. That's Miss Honey T. Look, she is funny. Y'all got to follow her back. I might have to find a way to get her on this show because she is a fool. Okay. She do hair too. But
okay.
Where she live in the DMV? But she don't live in Chicago. You have to tell us where you at and give you a little a little shine. I'm gonna start having some commercials up in here. We're gonna start off with my commercials first.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, when back in my day, those were the men I looked for. But then when I got to where I wanted in my career, and I was looking for a husband, it was a different thing. I didn't have sex with my husband because I knew this was gonna be my husband for 6 months. I made him wait.
Feeling. It's a different feeling. It's a different vibe. You know when a man is for the moment or for the long haul. It's totally different.
But if I need my back blown out, if I just needed my back blown out, it could have been in the car, at the club, in the parking lot.
Ooh, you was wild back in your day, Miss Marcella.
I'm a Leo.
Oh, there it is. That's all she had to say. Leos are very outgoing.
And I'm very unemotional. That means I don't have time to hear I was with this girl and this happened. I don't care.
Just do what
Anybody
I tell
that
you to do,
That's
motherfucker.
it.
any man that you're with and he has to give you a backstory, he's just fuckable and leavable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
I'm
man.
being on point. He fuckable and leavable. You don't want to saturate yourself in a man when you know that something's going on with you and you just need to come and you know you ain't using no toys. You just want some hard rock and hot. And you get yours and go on about your business.
And then another thing that men can do to mess up this little quick good moment or a little thing that we can have. Look, if you
Just
got
talk
a
to me.
woman at home, a baby mama at home, or whatever it is you got, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want to hear nothing about her. I don't want to hear that y'all into it. That ain't got nothing to do with me. We trying to get it on, and that's it. I don't want to hear nothing. We don't want to hear
We're gonna
nothing. I
talk
just
about
told
the good
y'all.
man, Hakeem. We're gonna come back to that. You're going too fast. We talking about
Okay.
whole shit right now, okay?
Okay. I'm just saying.
Hakeem, that's the man you marry.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We ain't talking about that right now. We talking about straight ball headed whole shit. You know.
Yes.
Bald head whole shit.
And I ain't bald headed because my real hair is long and I like a nigga to pull it.
Oh. Tammie. She's so nasty. I already know
Call
what you
me Sally.
This Sally name is killing me.
You know, I can't talk like a LaQuisha. So when I go out, I talk like a Sally because where I go is prominent men. It's also where you go to meet these people. If you go to a thug out club, I'd be like, what's up? My name is LaQuisha.
LaQuisha.
But when I go to the upscales, I'm Sally. Oh, how are you?
Mm-hmm. What are you
And
doing?
then when I'm
What are you here for this evening? Do you have a date?
How you doing? And see, my eyes, they talk. My eyes talk. And guess what? Me and Denise King have the same birthdays. And guess what? Our husbands are just alike. But guess what? When I was ready to settle down, I knew to settle down. But when I was out there, you could snatch my edges because they was real. You can spank this size 4.
Oh,
because I'm gonna have you thinking about me before I think about you. I'm not even gonna call you. You know what it was. You knew what it was when I met you.
You cutthroat.
Don't be looking for me. And then when I see you in the club, the next time I'm not even gonna speak to you. Because I already been there, done that.
I'm on to the next.
And I don't want you to let nobody know you know me. You better not.
I don't care. Because they gonna say, man, that girl acting like she don't even know you. Stop lying. Don't lie on your daddy. Because when you come over to me, I'm gonna act like I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that to a person. I did that to. Oh, I can't name names over here because they probably watching. But you know who I did it to, Tammie, because we was on the house and he was not answering my calls. So I went somewhere where I knew that we was gonna come into contact and we would be working together. So I knew he was an ass man, so I made sure that I wore my leggings and I had my shirt tied up real good. And I sat there and I had my heels on. I made sure I was looking good. God darn it. He got to speaking like, hey, how you doing? And I just stood there. And they was like, he's speaking to you. I was like, who? And he was like, that's my girl. You know, we like peanut butter and jelly. I never forget he said that she was like, you sure you know her?
Okay.
Like, nigga, I'll treat you better. I'll do you one better than what you will ever do me.
Try to do me.
Absolutely.
You want to play with me? Okay, let's go.
Like for me, a career woman, back in the day when I was building my career, I didn't have time for a relationship. I just needed to be dick down. I never in my life played with no toys because I knew that I had to grab onto that ass cheek. I needed that. I needed that.
That was the next thing I was going to ask. I'm not, I don't want to condemn anybody who plays with toys. I mean, like we all might have something, in the back drawer somewhere. But I feel like it's, some women swear by the goddamn toys. And for me, I feel like there is nothing like a good
the real thing.
And that testosterone, when you smell the testosterone running, you know what I'm saying? The toy can't lick you on the back of your neck. You know what I'm saying? So what is y'all
think against them? There's nothing with them, but at the end of the day, man.
I'm gonna tell you, when I was in college,
there's nothing wrong with them though. There's nothing wrong with exploring. There's nothing wrong with you doing it by yourself, and there's nothing wrong with your partner using it with you either. I have nothing against it, because I do believe in keeping shit spiced up. You don't want to be too boring. Stop thinking that you can always be enough. I'm not saying that you can't be enough for a man, but I don't ever want you to be too closed-minded that he feel like we can't have handcuffs, we can't have a whip, we can't have a blindfold, we can't have this, we can't do that. You shouldn't be that closed-minded, because while you doing that, there's going to be another woman out there that's willing to do it that he gonna dip off with and do it with.
Well, I'm from the old school, okay? Let me tell you, I'm gonna give y'all some secrets about me. Listen, I had a toy one time, and my husband, and I'm telling you, I'm from New York, so it was lambskin, it was black, it was rugged, and I had kept it since college. In 2016, my husband found it in a Burberry bag, and he cut it up and put it on the jacuzzi and said, "This is me or this." And after we got together, I never used it. I just waited for my husband. But I'm going to tell you that when I was in college, when I say I experienced a woman, when she licked me and couldn't stick me, I was like, I'm just so sick. I need a vein. I needed to be hot.
I was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday. That's so funny.
I needed to look like a football helmet. I needed to be thrushed and beat up because of the stress from working in school, and I just needed it. So I can't fuck with no toys, because I want somebody calling me bitch.
Okay.
But when we get out that bed, you better not call me no bitch.
You better not call me one either. You better not utter them words out your mouth.
And I need that. I need a musty. I need you sweating. I need your sweat to drop on my lip.
You need to put in work.
Listen, I'm Puerto Rican too, so I am very sucio. I'm very nasty when it comes to sex, and that's 17 years of marriage. I'm still that way. Still.
When I heard you talking on New Year's Eve, Miss Marcella, I said, "Oh, she the one." Miss Marcella said, "As soon as we get off this live, I'm going to rab my husband like a cow's
giving head till he dead. Giving head till he dead."
That's a good one right there. You should never told me that word. You should have never told me that phrase.
Because when I'm giving head, his head just gets real small. And when I take my mouth off of it, it comes back to normal size. He ain't stepping nowhere, because he know he married to his wife, his hoe, his nurse. He's everything.
But that goes back to what she was saying about the toys. You may be into it, you may not. But you have to keep your life with a man spiced up. You can't be boring. You can't have him where you so sensitive that he can't pull your hair. He can't choke you. He can't, be like, bitch, give me that ass, bring it back. You can't be that sensitive that he can't do that, because you got to be well-rounded. You got to be well-rounded in all of it. You have to.
I'd like to be, honestly, and I'm just the Hennessy talking. I like to be choked.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Kinky sex. Carolina said, "Don't kill off somebody's boy child now." Kinky sex. Okay.
Definitely
Get into it. Get into it. Like,
I'm talking about pull my hair, choke me, call me a nasty, dirty bitch, I don't even know. I don't even want y'all to look at me like that. But
I'm gonna tell you. See, y'all got me fucked up tonight because I like to be smacked. I love to be smacked because that brings me down to be submissive.
Very
I don't know.
exactly.
Because I'm a dominant woman in my world. So
I don't have a
like
safe word. I'm sorry.
I like to be controlled there. Because I cannot be controlled in my professional world. So when I say smack me with your dick, your hand, choke me, but don't make me pass out, because if you do it, when the police come, I'm gonna say you tried to kill me. And I don't do anal. I don't do anal. I mean, I got a tattoo back here that says exit only.
Oh, you got a tramp stamp. I'm not having my man pull nothing. Oh, he gonna pull his back out. That's what he gonna pull.
But I'm telling you, men are so like weak-minded when you scream their name and all of that. That takes them to another level. And you just got. I like it freaky, but I'm definitely more dominant. No, I like the man to be dominant.
I like a man to be dominant. I'm more submissive.
Because I'm dominant and I
you know
talk
what I'm gonna say, because all of us are career women, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're mothers, and we gotta be in charge
all the time. Yeah,
all the time. You just kind of want that, you know. I be messing with him. I see it. I just grab her by arm real strong.
You know, I be like, what? That's when I be like, that's when my ghetto girl come out. I'm like, what? Stop. You know what? But when it's business, I'm like, yeah, this is what it is. This is what it's not. Let me do this. But when it comes to my, my man, it's like, what? Nah.
What? All my husband got to do is text me and say he wants something, and I tell them I'll be back. I'm taking a long lunch.
Oh.
And I do. Like today, he texted me. It was 11 o'clock. I said I'll be back. Because I look, y'all, I'm a woman that read the Bible, and 2 Corinthians tell you that if your man want to be pleased, you got a headache, bitch, take an aspirin before you get there.
I agree.
It's not no. It's not no.
I agree.
And guess what? The job that my husband do, a lot of women love the title and all of that. But if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, he gonna go somewhere else.
Right.
And I'm not gonna allow that, because that is the biggest, juiciest dick I ever had. He fixed the sink. He knows how to cut the grass. Even though we have a landscaper, he will go out there and cut the grass on out. He builds a garden. He is a country man. Listen.
Yes, Denise King. She quoted the Bible.
And I'm going to tell you, when we getting ready to get into it, he is the plumber, because he's laying plenty of pipe. Okay.
Miss Marcella, you make me think you was a pimp in your former life. You know?
Okay.
You say lingo like Bishop Don Juan, okay? So we might have to come back to this subject, because we'll be on this sex subject all night. So with that being said, husband, when you go from laying pipe over here to going back over there, now you want some permanent pipe. You got off of your ball head over shit. Who is husband material, or what is husband material, and what makes you want to settle down with a man and to call him your husband, or just be say, yeah, that's that nigga? What can he do for you?
For me to be able to say that that's my husband, we have had to really been through some stuff, because one thing about me, I can be 100% real with y'all. I know I got a mouth out this world. My mouth can get reckless. Like you said before, AV, I'm dominant in so many different areas in my life. And sometimes I can bring my work or me being a mother type of vibe into my relationship with my man. And I need the kind of man that can tell me, hey, chill. You know, hey, that ain't cool. You ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut up. It's the time and place for it. And sometimes I need that. On top of that, he has to be a man that is well-rounded in everything. Like a quick fuck is just what it is. We can drink, we can smoke together, we gonna kick it and do us and you move around. But a husband is somebody I can go to when I'm feeling weary, when I'm feeling in the need of somebody to be there for me, when I'm like exploring my business aspects of life with him, when he can tell me, baby, I'm gonna pray for you tomorrow, like this gonna be all right, you know, things like that. I look at things like that when we get into certain situations and arguments, how we can bounce back from them. You know what I'm saying? But when it's just a quick lay from somebody, you wouldn't give a shit if y'all bounce back from an argument or not. I don't need him to tame my mouth and tell me to shut up or get it together. I don't need him to tell me, oh yeah, baby, pursue your dream. That ain't your business. I don't put you that far in my business when I don't feel like that about to. For real, for real. But when you get into all them different aspects of life where it can be on a spiritual level, a mental level, emotional, physical, that's a husband to me. That's when it comes to, okay, this is the one. I'm gonna test these waters and see how this play out a little bit longer before I decide to lay everything else to rest and focus on this. But that's what it is for me.
Well, I'm going to tell you, in 90 days, my husband asked me to marry him. And I'm going to tell you why. Because whatever I was going through, I didn't tell him. But when he asked you what's going on, your persona has changed.
Yeah.
You know that's your husband because he cares about you.
Because he cares about that's exactly what I'm saying.
He sees you and he's saying you're not smiling as much. I didn't tell him anything that I was going through. And guess what? He said, but what's wrong? I said, you won't understand. He said, well, then tell me. I promise you, after 3 months, me and my husband got married. Mm-hmm. We both were married. We were married before. And so I was a woman that took care of everything on my own. And my sink had busted. And I was so busy. I said, I got to get a plumber in there. And I got to get him to fix the sink. And he said, well, I seen your grass need cutting. And I seen a letter on your door that your landscaper ain't going to be there in 2 weeks. I gave him my key. When I came home, the sink was fixed. The grass was cut.
That's a husband.
And yes. And guess what he did? Honest to God, he took the bills out of my mailbox. And even though I didn't need him to pay it, he paid it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paid it. So sometimes a man don't want to hear all your problems. He want to see how you going to work it out.
That's right.
And when you show that you can do for yourself, he don't mind adding
to your thing. That's right.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so you when you are just laying with a guy, you know what? If y'all fuck and he calls you back the next day, then he's a prospect.
That's right.
But if this motherfucker don't call you back for a week and say, well, I ain't call you because you ain't call me, that was a nut.
And you gone somewhere, sir.
Right. Get rid of, because a man always want to see a woman can do for herself. And if she has kids, to do for them as well. Yeah. And then he will add on.
Yeah.
You know, we got to have another segment. It's when you meet a man and you have kids from somebody else, how that worked. Because I'm going to tell you, I was successful in that. You know what I mean?
But I'm telling the whole show, and we can have some guys and some girls in there with that. Yeah. Because there was a question that last time I didn't get a chance to delve into is about how men really feel about fathering other women's, other men's children.
Mm-hmm. Right. Because it can be rough. Yeah. It can be
rough. But it won't be rough if you make your kids understand.
Yes.
But then you have to look at it this way as well. Not everybody make their kids understand. It's not so much more that man or you. It's that other parent. Like I've been in situations where I've dated people like long-term dating where my daughter, I just have a respectful ass daughter. I'm different. I have a respectful ass child. I've dated people where they have had, let's say 4 kids, and you have 3 that's respectful, but that one is just rebellious as hell. That has nothing to do with how he's doing it. You also have to look at that other parent on the other side that may not be chastising them the way that he does when he has them, or the way you may when they're around you. So it can be a touch and go with that. You know what I'm saying? But that parent that's involved in that relationship has to know how to set ground for what their children do and how their mate is to treat their children and how their children is to treat their mate as well.
Right. But see, it had to be some discussion that my husband had with his children, and then I had with my children. And I let my husband know that I am the disciplinarian for my children. Now, if you want to give them advice, I don't have a problem with that.
I agree.
But when you have a problem with my children, you come to me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to handle that. But see, some women don't do that. The women of today in this generation, the boyfriend comes in and he's telling your children what to do. When you haven't laid out to tell your children, you know, when y'all grow up and leave, this is who that's going to be with me when y'all leave.
That's right.
Yes.
And that's what I had to do with my children. So when my husband got on the scene, he moved into our home, and I let them know, you better respect him, because that's not because he's my man, because he's an adult.
Right.
And if you got an issue, you come to me, and it better be right. You better not be coming to me. He said this, he said that. You better come to me like I'm the one that's feeding you, giving you toilet paper to wipe your ass. See, that's the difference between me, and because I'm not going to let nothing take away my happiness. And my children are my happiness. But see, you got to be careful who you bring around your children. Because see, what me and my husband did, he lived in his own house and I lived in my house. And then when we spent the night, when you changed your socks, you took your dirty fucking socks out with you. See, I'm not going to show you that I'm going to wash your fucking clothes, because I don't wash my clothes. I got somebody to come in and do my laundry. And somebody to clean my house. You know, and I am OCD. So he already, if you with me, you already know, do not leave your toothpaste on the sink. Do not leave the toilet seat up, because, and then if you come in, you're not taking over half the rent. You paying the fucking rent.
That's
the
right.
Mortgage.
That's right.
You got to show me that you are not in it where I got to pay half, because if I'm your lady and you laying on my roof that I've already established, I need you to show me that you can pay the rent. I can pay the light, the gas, the water.
That's right.
But you
I
can't,
agree.
You paying the rent.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm telling you. The generation that's coming up now, they take care of their men with their food stamps. No.
They take the generation now with women and men it's so crazy. Dating now is it's crazy as hell. The pickings are very slim, because these women, they tolerate so much. They let men do so much to them. They taking care of them. They don't require anything from them. So when they meet a woman like me that have requirements and the ground laid of what I'm going to accept and what I'm not, it's like I'm an extinct. I'm a dinosaur and I'm no longer living. Where do you come from? Oh, you're mean. You know, I hear all the time, you're mean. You mean. Why am I mean? Because you need to get your ass up and find a job. Why am I mean? Because you can't call me because you want to give me a sad sob story about why you didn't get your check today? Why the hell am I mean? Because you call me and tell me, oh, you know, my tire, and I go, oh, that's not being mean. That's not my responsibility. When I get into the responsibility mode of being there for a man, we are talking about committed relationship on the grounds of engagement and marriage. That's when I can step out of my comfort zone and say, okay, baby, you say you need your tire. Okay, we go somebody get the tire fixed. Or, okay, baby, I was in the mall today. I bought us both a pair of shoes. But when we just fucking and laying around and it ain't nothing, and edge this on with me, I'm not doing a damn thing for you.
For nothing.
I'm not doing nothing for you. Nothing.
See, and that's what I'm saying. If your man move in with you, that's what you need to give him. The rent is due before the 5th of the month.
That's right.
And I need to make sure you got your money.
That's right.
And I work every day, and you will cook dinner Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I will cook Tuesday, and I will cook Sunday.
That's right.
I'm not playing, because women don't realize you got the prize. It's the pussy.
Yeah. Like, and when I tell y'all that's true, AV knows this.
Some women bring every man around their children, and then the kids think every relationship is not going to last.
Well,
But if
I
he's
don't
a
bring everybody
respectable
around my kid. I
man,
don't play
he
that.
don't want to. That's right. He don't want to meet your children until he know that my
He's
husband,
gonna be
honest to
with
God,
you.
he did not want to meet my children because he wanted to make sure that me and him was gonna last, and I wouldn't allow that. You understand? If he was gonna come to my house and fuck me, my kids was gonna go and be
They
with
was
their
gone
dad.
somewhere. Yeah.
They was asleep. They was gone. They didn't
Then
even
you
know
see
your
how
ass
I
was
live.
there.
Yeah.
But you talk about a key. No, girl, I need a routing number and a bank account
A bank account number. You hear what I'm saying?
number. A
No, I'm
routing
not
number.
doing it.
When I was dating my husband, do you know that my husband, when I seen his banking stuff, I said, look, I don't like that. He put me on his bank account to manage his account. And so we were dating, and it wasn't about the money because he knew that I was independent. But you got to show men today that you are a strong woman, because if you don't, men can see right through us.
They can.
And if you don't show yourself as potentially being strong, because this man is first thing gonna think, what was you doing before I got here?
Yep.
It doesn't. If your man work at Burger King and you a corporate bitch, I can deal with a Burger King man as long as he is real.
That's right.
You gonna do what you can for us, and then I'm gonna take care of the rest. But women don't look at that. Women get men with no goddamn job because he ate you out good. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
See, that's the wrong thing. Sex is driven in women's minds, not values, not building. You need to build. And women don't think of that. They think about their nut, but they ain't thinking about their kids' schoolwork, their homework. What's going on with your kids? Because the last nigga you with, they liked him and you dropped him. And they can't deal with that.
That's a lot that's stressful on the kids. So what do you think about what Tim said? No money equals no value for a man.
Like she said, it depends on what state that we're talking about of the money. It's one thing for a man not to have a job that's getting back for the moment, but he sees better for himself and he's driving to do better, versus a nigga that just don't have nothing. There's two differences in that. And then sometimes you can be the man that got all the money that still ain't no good, that still ain't shit for you too. So you have to decipher between them and see which one it is now.
The nigga that had all the money, he know that he can use you. He can buy you a pair of red bottoms, and he's testing you. When he buy you those red bottoms, I'm going to tell you, he's testing you to see if you're materialistic. But I'm telling you, my husband, I don't know if y'all know what this is, was a longshoreman.
Okay.
And my husband tested me to see. Yeah, he was testing me to see if I was materialistic. But when I took him out and said, baby, I got it. When I took him to places, my husband had never got on a plane until I took him to Florida, to my home. And he was like, damn, you know, I mean, I made him say, this could be us, if we're together. But if it ain't us, this is your first and last trip here. And he said, I'm like how you talk to me. I just want you to know from the beginning, I'm not playing no games. I'm writing checks and cashing them. And if you're not getting the receipts, you ain't shit to me. See, it didn't matter that he had money. I had to show him that I live this lifestyle without you.
That's the reason why I get
so amazing. Your dick is so amazing.
I get so irritated when I hear females say, oh yeah, you know, he gets my hair. Like, this is just something silly as hell, but it happens for real. When females say, he get my nails done and my hair done. Like, that's the silliest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Hold on. You know, I said that on my radio show Wednesday. I personally do not think it's the man's responsibility.
No, I don't.
To keep your hair.
And you know the reason why I feel that way?
Unless he chooses to.
My thing is this. If you're going to sit here and tell me that you was able to get your hair done and your nails from a man giving it to you, first of all, those are the attributes that make you a woman.
That's your personal.
So you mean to tell me if this man stopped giving you, I don't know how much somebody's nails is. My nails are always a good $65 and above. So I don't know nothing about that. But If you mean to tell me you only can get your nails done or a pedicure or your hair done because a man gave it to you, you have nothing to offer. You shouldn't be with nobody, not even your fucking self at this point. Because that man shouldn't even make you. You should be thinking about yourself like as a woman, as a working woman, period. I don't know about a hood rat, but a working woman, we have to keep our hair done every 2 weeks. Right. Our nails have to be manicured every 2 weeks. Our feet should never get fucking crusty. It should be get done every 2 weeks. Those are things that we should do as women itself because of how we were raised as women. Why in the hell do you need a man to give you a funky ass $40 to run to get your nails done when it's on sale for the day? Like, that's the most ignorant shit I can ever hear from a woman, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
That's not no prize to me. That sounds stupid.
Right.
What was
because
you gonna look
before
like
you met her, she was getting her own hair done. She was doing all
that's part of our product. Now I meant to put on a wig today because I didn't get my hair cut. Okay, I just forgot. But for me, I think that's part of our product and our advertisement. That's a part of us. You supposed to, when you go in the mirror, you supposed to look good for you, not for the compliments that you may receive when you go out. Okay,
because I know I have my moments when I'm looking raggedy as hell, bonnet on, my good duster, but I get up in a minute like I'm tired of looking like this. It's been 2 damn days. Let me do my hair. Let me
get your own stuff together.
Let me get myself together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just being a female. But then we go back to how women were raised too. Not all females were raised to have those type of attributes about their self either. Not all of them.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You got some mamas that teach their daughters to be gold diggers. You have some mamas that teach them you only mess with a man if he got this. Only mess with a man that got that. Now, don't get it twisted.
But even
my mama always told me.
My
mama always told me, I ain't saying I'm no gold digger, but I don't want y'all ever to fuck with no broke nigga. Now, she did tell me that. You know what I'm saying?
And
because
I was raised that same way.
She's worked too hard and to raise us to take care of ourselves. So why would we take care of a man?
Care of a dude.
You know what I'm saying? But
she watched the glow up. She said my man brought home $400 a month after child support back in the 90s. Now he makes $150K plus. He taking care of everybody.
And you know why he loved her? Because she was patiently waiting until he got over that hill.
That's all it was.
And guess what? Now he gives her everything. Now, I have never met Denise King, but I know that our birthday's on the same day, and I watch her. She is a Jill of all trades, and that's what a man wants. He said she held me down when I didn't have, and now I'm going to give her everything. And that's why I say it doesn't matter where a man works. If you want him to build with you, teach him.
Yeah.
Don't say you don't have no time. And it's not too late. 4 kids later, you can find that man.
You sure can.
If you do what you're supposed to do. And guess what?
I think that back then that was the ride or die culture, and that was what being a ride or die is supposed to be. And I think people have corrupted what being a ride or die chick is now. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, you gonna put up with me when I ain't got no job and I want to fucking drink all day. You know what I'm saying? I want you to fight with my baby mama. I want you to fight with my kids. I want you to fight with my mama. And you want to deal with all of this drama, number one. And then you have absolutely nothing to offer me but penis. And it might be good, it might not be good. You know what I'm saying? And they have.
Well, let me tell you something, AV. When you a real woman, the penis ain't got nothing to do when you ain't taking care of your shit as a man. Because when you a real woman, after a while, that penis gonna be like, I don't even want that shit. It gets tired. Like, I don't even want that shit. Like, what else can we do besides
this? Will become drama. That's what it would become, drama. Now, I'm gonna tell you.
But I know I get turned out very easily. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a man, and you're not working, you're not taking care of business, not taking care, not my kids, I take care of my own motherfucking child. If you ain't taking care of your kids and doing what you need to do on your end, I don't even want to lay with you. It gets boring to me. I'm not attracted no more. I'm not turned on to you. I'm disgusted. Now I don't even want you to be in my presence. I don't give a shit how good the sex is. I don't need it. It's some way and somehow, if this is what we're building towards, this got to be more than just sex at this point. Because sex ain't going to pay this fucking rent. Sex ain't going to pay my light bill, my gas, my water, my shopping habit that I have, my business. and everything else
No,
that goes
because
along
he
with it.
become another kid to you.
Right.
See, if he ain't
Right.
helping you out, he becomes another kid to you. And so, but this kid he don't want to eat a sandwich tonight. He wants you to
He
make
wants
him
some
a
steak.
steak or
He
some
want a steak.
sandwich cake.
And
Okay.
And then you,
But
and
he
I'm
ain't
gonna
even
tell you
bought,
something.
he want a steak, but he ain't even bought the damn cast iron skillet for me to make it in.
No, I know a girl who used to give her kids pottage meat, and then she would go out and steal
Me too.
from the store, put it in her jacket.
Your
Take care of a
power
man.
messed up.
Of a man who ain't bringing in half a cent, okay? Not half. But see, we as women got to know our worth.
That's right.
You know what you want. If you want a neck, go get it. But if you want somebody to build with you, you going to seek and find. If not, you going to be a lady in your 50s talking about, I want to find a man on all these dating sites. And they lie on these dating sites.
They showed
They lie.
Even on Christian Mingle, honey, it's a mess.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, most of these dating sites really should say hookup sites.
That's it.
Because
That's what it really should be.
Because you know what? These men pray for women that says, you know, I ain't been in a relationship for 5 years. Yes, you have. You've been in a relationship with your damn self. And you should know yourself and know what you want and set
But you know what,
your
though?
standards.
Men know it's not so much that we don't know our worth. The men know our worth. They just hope that we don't figure out what we're worth.
Right.
And the reason why they don't want us to figure out what we're worth, because the moment that we figure out what we're worth, we ain't gonna take their shit. So they want us to stay dumbfounded. They don't want us around. Like, have y'all ever met a man that ain't about shit? He hate all your friends that can see through him that know he ain't about shit. So
That's
they cause
abuse.
problems. They tell you that ain't your friend.
That's abusive.
I don't want you hanging with her. I don't want you doing this with her. She ain't this. No, it ain't that she a bad person. It's the fact that she see through your bullshit. Because I can't see it right now. I can't see it right now because I'm drunk in love.
I have seen a man that tell a woman her friends ain't shit because he want to fuck one of the friends.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That too. Look at here.
You don't want me up here tonight, Princess, because I'm gonna tell it how it is.
Hold on. All of y'all out there, YouTube land and Facebook land, please like this video on YouTube.
And share it right now, because we about to tell y'all some things about you and them. Share this video. Tell your friends to come on and watch this right now.
Okay, because we finna get into another good subject. It's gonna take us a little minute. Oh, thank you, Sean. Sean says good stuff. We're gonna go into infidelity in a moment, but first, we gotta compound this with the new thing that people want to act like they're not into: sister wives and polygamy.
Good one, AV.
I was born in 1965, and the only thing I'm sharing is not a damn thing. Ain't nobody coming in our house. And no. See, me and my husband, we're in our 50s. He's 53. I'm 55. I'm not sharing, because I'm going to tell you something. If you want to go that route, I'm going to please that nigga so good that he going to be knocking on our door and you going to be pissed off, because I'm sucking, fucking, swallowing. I'm doing everything in front of your face.
Well, polygamy.
I think one thing I had sense enough when I fell off, I didn't want to date nor talk to a woman until I got myself together. Yes, I can.
Well, I'm not into a sister wife or polygamy. I'm not down to nobody that does. And I'm gonna say why. I'm not into it personally because I'm a woman that requires a lot of attention. And I don't feel like sharing my attention with another bitch. I can't do that. And I don't feel like I have a day so another bitch have another day, or we had to come together to have this day with you. I don't want nobody else in my mix up in my shit when I'm with my man. I'm not doing that shit, okay? But on the flip side, a lot of women out here need to go ahead and just have a polygamy relationship. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you with a nigga that constantly cheating on you and constantly having other kids on you and you still with him, y'all might as well get these bitches and be together if that's the case. Because you gonna still beat him while he doing it. Now that's a whole nother ball game. But that's for a man to come and tell me, I want her to be our girlfriend or my second wife. Well, you know what? Let me remove myself, and you find you a bitch that's gonna be with you and this bitch, because it ain't gonna be this bitch. That's just
don't
not
see
gonna be
you
me.
just removing yourself. I see you busting his ass.
Oh, you know
And
that would definitely happen first. But I'm definitely gonna remove myself because that's some shit I don't play. Like I said, I know I'm a woman that require a lot of attention. And I don't feel like sharing my attention with another bitch. You're not gonna put me in no group chat with this bitch and say, hey, my beautiful ladies, good morning. Hey, my babies, how's your day today? Hey, baby, so who gonna cook tonight? You gonna pick the kids up? No, fuck them kids and fuck her. Bitch, this is about me. The world don't revolves around me. Don't shit move unless I say it. And ain't no bitch gonna come along and I'm not gonna share no time with her. I'm an only child. Right. I was the only child until I was 11 years old, and I ain't never had to share shit. And I ain't gonna share shit now at 39 years old either. I ain't doing it. Mm-hmm. I don't even share my motherfucking graham crackers when I was in fucking preschool. So what I like sharing a man while I'm an old grown ass woman? I'm not doing it.
No, sir. I'm telling you now. What our mistake is that we meet a guy and we tell him to move in with us. And when he move in with us, guess what? He's seeing how things move. And when he said that you don't mind him hanging out with his friends and then he can come home anytime he wants, he gonna use and abuse you.
Yes, he will. Because you know what's gonna happen? When it's gonna start off with 2:00 in the morning. Then it's gonna move to 2:45. Then it's gonna move to 3:30. Then at 3:30, eventually gonna move into 5 one night. Then one night gonna be when the sun come up. Because you ain't say shit and you lay down a ground rule the first time it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it is for men. Women do it too, but men will take the lowest bit of some shit you didn't say. And they'll ride with that shit to the end of time. If you let them fuck up with you one time, and it depends on the fuck up. Some fuck ups are just like, okay, whatever, fuck you, move around. But when you let them fuck up one good time, I'm a product of this myself. I let that nigga fuck up one good time and did the wrong thing, and that fuck up kept happening every other month, every 2 months, every 6 months, this time of year, this time in this month of year, because I let that first fuck up keep going. I let it go, and I should never let it go.
Well, I'm a no-nonsense bitch. And when my husband, y'all, for real, that's what he did one time. He was at work and he was talking to this girl online. And they was talking back and forth. And one day he left his phone home. And the phone just kept pinging. And I never look at his phone. But this day, God said, pick it up.
Too much.
Pick it up. Mm-hmm. And I picked it up. And I began to read. And you know what he did? He called me from a guy that was working for him phone. I need you to bring my phone, baby, because I worked through my phone. But I had already read it, honey. And I drove all the way down to another city. And when we got there and he got out his truck to get the phone, I threw that bitch on the concrete and broke it in a million pieces. I swear to God. And I told him,
that was me in my younger days. My days I ain't got the energy for your
that
shit.
was not fucking younger days. That was 45.
I'm telling you that was in my younger days when I was in my 20s. I'm almost 40. And it might not be old to you, but I've been through too fucking much and I'm not doing it. If I got to do all that, I'm not fucking with you. So if you leave some shit around me and I read it and I see it, you know what I do nowadays? I would gladly let your motherfucking ass know, hey, you know I read your shit, right? But nothing. Here go your phone. And you know that's it right there. Because I'm tell you, when I start swinging, my swinging turns deadly because I don't fight fair. So whatever the fuck is in my path is what you're getting it with. I don't give a shit if it's a knife, a golf club, a chair, a vase, a TV, anything in my path. So in order for me to keep my sanity and conserve myself as a female and me not to have heart palpitations and damn near kill you and go to jail, I'll leave your bitch ass alone.
No, we have Louis Vuitton luggage, but when I took him his clothes that day, it was in hefty garbage bags. And so you need to go with her. I'm gonna tell you something. In my marriage, my house is over $500,000, and I'm telling you, when I first married him, because I had my own money, I was building this home. And I promised to God, I didn't add his name on our house. I didn't refinance it until 10 years after we were married. Because you know that when you come in here, this is mine. Mm-hmm. And if we don't make it past that 10-year mark, because they said the 7-year itch get them out. But since my husband is a country boy, I said, I got to get him a little bit more years. When that 10-year came around and I had went through all my tribulations, I added him after that. But
Yeah, I
before
understand.
that, he see me go out of town in Louis Vuitton bags. But honey, when I was putting him out, you ain't carrying no Louis, honey. It's hefty. Do you know that, motherfucker? It's not hefty. It's hefty. The brown, green bag. And guess what? I even gave him the ones with the scent. So he can smell the scent of the garbage bag. Because I wasn't playing that, okay? I'm
Mm-hmm.
OCD, so I told you my trash bags even smell good, okay? The ones that I put the trash in, and I put his clothes in there, and I tell him, that bitch you told her you was gonna eat her out like apple pie, and guess what? I put
Ooh.
cooked hot apple pies in the hefty bags on top of the clothes. So that's your apple pie from me, bitch. And see, we have a prenuptial agreement because I learned from my second husband when
Uh-oh.
when he asked me to pay him, and he is a helicopter pilot, and told me he wanted money from me. I learned then, but when the judge said I didn't have to give him nothing, I said the next time this bitch get a ring, I need a prenup. And when I asked my husband, do you want to sign a prenup? He said, sure, no problem. He went to the attorney. I said, you need to get your own attorney so this would be legal. I don't want you trying
Right.
to fight the prenup. And guess what? And he did. And that showed me again he loved me. Because he said, if I leave, I'll start over. And that
Mm-hmm.
showed me he loved. See, you got some guys that's with you for a come up.
Yep.
And there's guys with you that love you. So you got to figure out who is the come up. Because he'll do everything. But honey, I have a girlfriend that's an attorney. Her boyfriend would lay in bed all day when she go to work. The dishes they had out of last night was still in the sink, and he ain't even took a shower from them fucking. You got to get rid of him. He ain't even bathed himself. He ain't washed the dishes. He ain't did nothing. He is there for a come up. And then when she came home one day, what broke her crown is that he had his kids over there, and he never told her he had kids.
Oh shit. No.
Mm.
The relationship
And
over then right now. Cause you was a liar.
right. So I will show you how to determine a liar, honey, because you don't have to ask him questions. You just got to be quiet and
Mm-hmm.
listen. And guess what? When he's listening, when he's talking, you keep those mental notes because
That's
next
right.
week,
I
when
remember
y'all talk
some of
about the same
everything. Okay.
conversation,
I
he's
remember.
going to change the
Baby,
story.
let me tell you something. I am nothing but a human ass file cabinet. Everything you say to me has an envelope with the time and date on top, what you had on, what I had on, what was sitting at, what song was playing. So if you lie to me, it can be 20 years. AB will tell you. You can say something to me. I'll be like, you didn't say that. Yes, I'm like, no, November 3rd, 2005. You told me that day you had them green and white shoes on. You told me that day at this time, this is what happened. So which one is it? I'm
And,
like that with anything. I can remember anything that goes on. Anything. I don't forget nothing.
and, and as me and my husband went out on dates, I told him, tell me something that you don't want me to find out on my own. And
Uh-huh.
my
Please.
husband had an ex-wife, and he told me she was a little crazy now. So when I was building this house right here, do you know that before we got married, she used to come and sit on my lawn? And
Oh,
I
you
let her
real
know
crazy,
that
bitch.
I told her
I
your
bet you that
problem
bitch
is
wouldn't have said
not
that no
with
more when I put that rat poison down when she sat on it and made her ass itch.
no, honey. This is what I did. I went out and talked to her and said, what's the problem? I said, well, I wasn't in your divorce. I don't know what happened, but I'm not your problem. She continued to do that. I'm in the state of Virginia, okay? You
Mm-hmm.
don't need a license for a shotgun. And when I shot the shotgun in the air one time, I said that to show you that the bitch worked. The second one will be
Going through your
you
ass. Playing with me.
because you're on my property. You're harassing me. And when the police come, I'm gonna be Miss White Girl. She scared me and I don't know what was going on. And and meaning that I work for the court system and everybody know me and love me because I am just normal. I'm just me. I'm the New York Puerto Rican girl that make you laugh and will say anything out my mouth. That would have been a justifiable what? Homicide.
Mm-hmm.
And guess
No.
what? When I shot that gun, I never seen that bitch again.
she met a match.
Girl, I don't play with
She
people.
knew somebody was
But
just
see,
as crazy.
but what happened was she was close to my mother-in-law. And when my mother-in-law told me, you know, I don't like you because you're older than my son, you're not all the way black. You know what I told her? Your son is my third husband. I didn't marry your ass.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, I don't fuck with mamas and sisters and cousins and shit. So
No, but it's always nice to meet your
that's
husband
nice. Yeah,
or your
Cry me
boyfriend's
a river,
sister
fuck
because
them and fuck them kids. I don't want to meet nobody mama
no,
and
but
sisters because
see,
I beat their ass.
if your man love his mama,
Yeah,
he will
love her and
respect
love her
you.
about herself. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Have a good day. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day. We'll see you and move the fuck around.
Right. But now my mother-in-law, after 17 years, because I'm the way I am and I didn't feel like that I needed her validation, I just wouldn't speak for her for years. And you know what she told me? She said, I really like you, but I don't believe you like me because of what you said about me.
And you're right.
And so that's what. And so what? I don't go over her house and she doesn't come over here.
Good.
Because when you come over here, she said, well, I can't take my shoes off. Well, you can't come in.
You came to my house. That's right.
Because I lived in Japan 8 years and I learned that custom not to ever wear shoes. So if you come in my
house,
no, you can't wear shoes in my home. And so she said, well, I just, it's so hard for me to take my shoes off. I said, well,
stay your book foot ass at home.
And guess what? My husband's sisters, they tried to intimidate me, but when they told me, oh, you're so skinny, you need some meat on your bones. I said, you need a salad.
Bitch, okay, get some of that fat off of you.
And we've been married 17 years,
girl,
y'all.
I do not play with people mamas. Now,
they came to our wedding and we have not spoke since.
Wow.
Now, I will say this. A lot of my exes, their mothers love me. Like I'm more cool still with their mom than I am with them. I respectfully speak to their mother because I don't want to be in the mix when they got other women around, you know, wives or whatever, but I'm still close. I have an ex with me and his mama. I wouldn't give a fuck. 2 ways from Saturday, what the fuck goes on with that lady. And she was so rude and ignorant. Like she would call me and she would never say hello, like I do here. And she would call me so rudely. I would answer the phone like I always do. Hello. Yeah. I'm coming to your shop tomorrow and you're gonna do my hair. Whoa. No, you're not gonna do anything. Who are you talking to? But see, she was so used to over the years of people dating her son. Just, oh, I want to be with your son so bad. Some women want to be with me and so bad they take everything around them as theirs and want to bring on projects. Fuck y'all. I got my own mama. I don't need to fucking fuck with your mama. So I had to let her know, like, don't play with me. So that's why I'm not against anybody, mama, sisters and shit. But them, you know, I know they got around with their family, but them mama and sisters don't be about shit. And I had to learn the hard way. So I don't fuck with them. I'm nice to you. I'm going to speak to you when I see you, but I'm not going out of my way for you. I'm not going out of my way for no motherfucking body. I'm not doing none of that. They ain't happening. I don't give a fuck who you is. Fuck you and your mama. And I said just like that.
And that's how I feel. I married that man.
I just look this way. I don't play games.
No, the Bible said we are joined as one. So one don't mean
and your mama.
Right. It means you and your husband, you and your wife.
And you know what? My mother-in-law told me one day, I don't know what you're doing with my son. And you know what I told her? If you had this pussy spicy hot and Puerto Rican, you can imagine. Because she disrespected me. And I believe in honor your mother and father, but if you cross that line to provoke me, see, that's the next person. That's the
next person. That's the next verse after that. See, people always want to use the Bible, what they want to use it for, and say, honor your mother and father, for your days will be long. But it also says, don't provoke your children to anger as well.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to honor and respect you, but don't keep nitpicking at me and think I'm not going to lash back or bite back at you. Because it's going to happen.
Well, I read the Bible, and my Bible said don't do no sodomy, and I don't. You ain't fucking me in the ass. But it didn't say I can't suck your dick. Hollywoodstylz, no. You can't laugh at that because it's the truth.
I'm so weak. Wait.
Y'all don't want me up here tonight because I will teach you.
Hey, listen. I know that's what the Bible say, but I don't know if I can all the way like do that. Oh, no.
Girl, these teeth are beautiful.
Oh,
because you have to use a protein pack. You have to put it on your face.
oh yeah, we were supposed to talk about that.
I'm 55.
Miss Marcella say,
and I can
you got
twerk
to put that
better than Rihanna.
special potion on your face.
No, I don't have time for it to be in my face when normally it's in my mouth. I don't have time to take it out and put it on my face.
So you trying to swallow the churn.
I always
That's
do.
child abuse.
Well, it's better for them to go through me than through the system. I don't know what you're going to do about it. I'm just saying.
Princess, you better ask the questions because Hollywoodstylz, what you drinking on, girl? What you drinking on?
It's a peach Bellini.
We
Tell
got
us what goes in it.
Oh no, it was already made. I got it from Mariano's. So it was already made. It comes in this blue bottle. It is so freaking good, y'all. So I always buy whenever I go to Mariano's. I buy them all the time.
Okay.
We got to guess. Ooh, Denise say suck it dry.
Dry.
She all the way, it's in the middle of the night. She calling us. Carolina is in the building.
That's my baby.
Hey.
That's my baby.
Hey.
That's my Jamaican gal.
I can't start laughing. I'm supposed to be sleeping and everything, and I'm not watching this live. I'll sleep plenty when I'm dead. It's all right. Oh God, I don't even know what to say. When we were just talking about mother-in-laws and stuff, I remember my ex-partner, and I used to get on with his mother a lot, and there was certain little issues starting to show in our relationship where at the beginning when I met him, I became unwell and he paid the rent, paid the bills. Like I didn't ask him for nothing, but he just did that. And I thought, yeah, this guy's all right. He's a good guy. He's going to be around for a long time. And then when I started to get well again and went back to work and started building myself back up, all of a sudden he doesn't like that person that I've become. He wanted me to be this person that's just at home, his beck and call.
And depending on him.
Yeah, he didn't like it. And I'm saying to him, this is who I am. This is always me. But anyway, there was like little cracks starting to show, but I always got on with his mom. And I remember when me and him, when I got to the breaking point where I was like, I need to leave this man. What made me leave this man was his mum turned around to me and said to me straight, my son ain't shit. And you need to get rid of him.
Oh yeah, a real mama gonna tell you. A real mama gonna tell you.
She told me straight. She said, you're too good for him. She says, at the end of the day, he doesn't respect me. So how do you expect him to respect
you?
Woman that comes into his life? And that was it for me. I was like, no, you've got to go. It's as simple as that. You've got to go. Because any man that can't respect, you have to look at how a man interacts with the women in his family.
That's true.
So you don't want somebody that just backs them 24/7, but he has to have a certain level of respect for his sisters, like a protection for his sisters and respect for his mother. And if he hasn't got that, there's no way on earth that he's going to respect you.
But you know what? You can be tricked by that too. And I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes a man can love and respect their mother and sisters, but don't feel like you are his mother and sister.
True.
I don't know if you ever met a man like that, but I've been in a relationship with someone where he honored the shit out of his mom and his sisters, his aunties, but when it came to me, he treated me like shit. And then when I would say, well, if this was your mama, you know, you wouldn't want her to get done like that. Well, that's my mama. You ain't my mama. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta be, that's kind of tricky too.
It is tricky.
When you started paying your rent, you should have been saving your rent money.
Your own money.
Listen, I was saving everything. I was saving everything. I was saving everything. I didn't ask that man for nothing. I told him my situation. You know, I'm not working at the moment. I'll have to take some time off because I'm not well. And he offered to pay for things. So I didn't ask him for anything, but I still had my money coming in. So I was still stacking that side, you know what I mean? And buying things and whatever. I would never be in a position where I totally depend on a man. But at the same time, the man's got to contribute. it can't be, you can't be just a solely independent woman and have a man in your life. You have to have a bit of give and take, but
That's
you can't
true.
also depend on a man completely to fix your hair, fix your nails, fix all of these things. And if a man, for me, if a man is focused on here's some money for your outfit, go and get your hair done and stuff, I'm thinking
That's a
that's a
bonus.
complex to that man.
Right.
To me, I don't think it is a bonus. I think if he's prioritizing how I look based on what my needs are and my wants, then you just want that image of me rather than the
That's right.
the
Then
person
to
that I
be
am.
there for me for real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
So I'm not
agree.
into
I can
that.
admit those 90 days that I was dating my husband before he asked me to marry him, I always kept myself up. But guess what? I tested him when I didn't do my hair to see how he would
If he was
act.
still
See how we react.
And if he was still kissing his ass and sucking his pussy, he was mine. And I knew
Yeah.
that. And when I met my husband, because of his occupation, he had a lot of girls. And when we were together, his phone would ring all the time. And I promise you, I would say, answer it. And when he answered it, he said, listen, I met this girl. I'm in a committed relationship. It was one girl that even said to him, so what? I was with you when you was married.
Yeah. Oh,
But guess what?
that's some that
Damn!
don't care, baby.
Woo!
That's some that
But
don't
guess what?
care.
But you know what? And this is what I did to him. And so you know what he did? He said, well, this is different. So I'm telling you, we went to Olive Garden one night and this girl came over to the table and she said, who the fuck is this bitch? And I said, wait a
Damn!
minute, babe. I said, wait a
You ain't
minute,
even know
babe.
me.
Your problem is not with me.
It's with
I
him.
told him, I said, get up and go talk to her. He went and talked to her outside. And guess what? Because I know that I could pay for my own meal. If anybody was going to be washing dishes, it was going to be his
It's
ass.
gonna be his ass.
And guess what? He said whatever he had to say to her, and she came back over to the table, and she took the salad from, you get the salad and the soup, and she threw the salad on him. And I said, is y'all conversation over? And he told me yes, but I let her know, your problem ain't with me. Because, see, Marcella has 12 brothers, and they would beat a bitch like they're a nigga. And
Yep.
so she already knew who I was. So when I told her your problem ain't with me, it's with him and I told him get up and go talk to her because you're not gonna embarrass me in this
Embarrass
restaurant.
me like that.
Yeah.
So you need to go over there and talk to her and let her know what you're gonna do. And if you leave, and that was another thing about me when I went on dates, y'all, I would meet the guys where we were gonna eat at because I was gonna drive my own car. Either you was gonna leave following me. Oh, I'm following you, but we ain't riding together.
But I'm not
Because
getting caught up in no situation. I can always get out.
because if you don't like what I got to say, you ain't gonna leave me. But I did have a date one night, girl. We was going out to dinner, and this guy took me to a restaurant on the beach where it had a hotel in the upstairs from the restaurant. And after he fed me, oh yes, the meal came up to like $3.97 because we
That
bought
was even
Moet and
good.
everything. And then he said, we're going upstairs. I said, not for no lobster. We ain't going upstairs. No, baby. The conversation we had at dinner turned me off. He was telling me that he's divorced and him and his wife still live together and I could come over. What? In my mind, I'm saying, well, I even had to go to the bathroom and said, put my makeup on and said, this nigga got me fucked up. I'm going straight to the club when I get up from this table. I'm serious. And I went to the club. I told him, I think that you and your wife are crazy for living together after you divorced. And then you want me to come over with y'all? You crazy. That bitch
Oh,
might
girl, I
say
hear that a lot. I hear we not together. We don't sleep together. I sleep on the couch. She in the room. I'm there for the kids. We bought this house together. And you know my favorite line, fuck the kids. So you ain't there for them kids. You ain't gotta be you ain't gotta be nowhere you do not want to be. Nowhere. And I don't even go for that line. And I don't even say it. Like I said before, their mouths will get them nowhere. It can mess everything up. Now, one thing about me is I will not mess with a married man. I will not.
No.
That's against me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But if you come to me and we're vibing and we're kicking it and you got maybe a baby mama or a girlfriend, I still might fuck around. I'm gonna be real with you. I might still will. But marriage is a line that I don't cross because that's sacred in the eyes of God. And I know one day that I want to be married, and I don't want anyone to come in and disrupt or distract or whatever the case may be of my husband. And most women say, that's his marriage, not mine. I don't care. But let me tell you something. When you
You're gonna be
mess with
cursed.
a married man, you're committing adultery. It's like murder. If I take you with me to kill someone, you're an accessory to that. The same way if you walk into a situation with a man and you already know he's married and he's at home with this woman, you're an accessory to him committing adultery. So God is going to try you the same way. You know what I'm saying? So marriage is one thing that I don't deal with. Like I said, it might be a little different if you say that's my baby mama or that's my girlfriend or something like that, because I feel like on the application it says single or married. It don't say single, I got a girlfriend, a baby mama, a bitch I fuck with on the side. It says single or married. So until that check gets married, I may will dib and dab. Until I feel like, okay, this ain't for me. This is not right. I don't want to do that. But marriage is something that is off lines. And I don't want to hear no excuses about it. I don't want to hear, we don't get along. I'm here for the kids. We bought this house together. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm not happy. I married her because I had to. I don't want to hear it. So I don't deal with it. That's just me personally. Right. I don't deal with it.
My husband was going through a divorce and he didn't want to tell me. And 30 days when somebody saw him that know him and his wife, I promise you, he said, I want to tell you something, that I'm married, but I don't live with her no more, blah, 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 blah. I said, well, I need to see some paperwork. And
that's right.
I cut it off knowing that he really loved me. I cut it off because I don't want to be a part of that.
That's right.
I don't want to be a part of that. Y'all need to share this video with people. Y'all need to let people know to watch this video, because we're going to tell you how you can get a man, keep a man, how to please a man. And men do not like lingerie. They don't.
Some of them do. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. I really like it. Just don't stay on for long.
I disagree because I'd had a man that be like, babe, put it on. I don't give a fuck if it's on for a second. I rip it off in 2 seconds. They like to see it on you. Yes, they do. It messes with their imagination a bit. It's a little different. I'm like Megan Thee Stallion. I will switch my wig and make you feel like you're cheating. Yes, I will. I will switch it up. I'm not gonna keep putting on the same gown, duster, being butt naked. I'm gonna put on something that you can rip off that I don't care about. Yes, they do. They love a woman that can switch it up sometimes.
Listen, most of the men I've been with, they love it, and it's a straight pull it to the side.
Around my jacuzzi, I'm gonna lay some candles. I'm gonna crawl on the floor. I'm gonna put cream cheese on my face. I'm gonna put whipped cream.
They love it. Somebody else that wants to
and I still do.
Party.
Still do it.
Marcella, this is both of y'all friend. It's Trisha.
Hello. Hello, everyone. You know what? I'm so sorry I can't have the cam on right now. I'm sure you understand. But I just wanted to chime in because I heard you all talking about the relationships with the married men. Something that I think that we don't talk about here in this country is what it looks like when a woman has intimacy issues. So many women. Yeah, well, not even necessarily low self-esteem, but when a woman is afraid to connect for whatever reason, when men are afraid to connect, it looks completely different. They're whoring around, they're doing all this and that, and they look like the man. When a woman's afraid to connect, she might just enter into a relationship with the wrong man. Because let me tell you, being single, being 45, never having been married, not having any children, you know, when I say that, people are like, well, what's wrong? What's going on? It's like, well, maybe I'm just single. Maybe would you feel better if I were in a relationship with a complete and utter idiot? So I think that's something we want to think about when we talk about a woman who's in a relationship with a married man or any type of man who just isn't, treating her well or doesn't seem to be the right type of guy. She may just have intimacy issues.
That's true. That's very true.
That's all I wanted to say, everybody. Great show.
Thank you for coming.
What I find here in the UK as well, what you see a lot is you'll see a guy who is dating 2 women. Both women know that they're both dating this man, and it's like they're in competition to see who can win and who can
gonna
keep
come
him.
up on top. Yeah.
Who's gonna come up on top? But then the one that comes, I see it. I've got loads of brothers.
The one that
So it's
comes
like I've got
and the
some
one that
brothers
comes
that
out on
are,
top is one that wasn't even in the situation.
yeah. So I've got brothers that, one of my brothers, he's a dog. He just slings it all over. He has a whole heap of women, and like I see women competing over him all the time. And then one will come out on top, and then she thinks she's won. And then someone else will pop up out the woodwork, and
Yeah.
she still thinks she's won because she's in the home, and she's like,
Like,
yeah,
you
but
done
at least he
stayed
comes
long
home to
enough.
me every day. I don't care. One woman actually said to my brother, I don't care what you do as long as you come home to me every night. That's what she said to him. So as a woman, to say that to a man, what are you expecting?
Yeah,
You know,
that's
if
true.
loads of women are saying to
But
a man, you
see,
can go and do what you want as long as you pay my bills. You can do whatever you want as long as you come home to me and compete with each other.
That's right.
Then we're then giving permission to those men to go out and do that to women.
I have a friend that's dating a guy, and he has multiple women, and everything that he has or his family has, like get-togethers, barbecues, they all are there. And it's like they're all are competing. Everybody want to be friends with his mama. Everybody want to be friends with the sisters. Everybody want to be friends with the brothers. You got this chick over here. She done brought a case of chicken. This chick over here then brought 5 pints of Hennessy. You got this one over here that's mingling with the kids, buying all the kids snacks. It's like they're all trying to show him at one time, look at me, pick me, look at me. I'm doing it. Look at me. Look what I did. I bought something greater than her, but I got this, but I bought that. Let me tell you something, baby. If it ever comes a time in a man's life where he has to think about which one he gonna choose, automatically don't choose me. Take me out of the equation automatically, because I shouldn't even be on the roster of who the fuck you need to choose or pick.
well,
But
I'm
you
gonna
know
tell
what?
you
It's not a
something.
new thing.
Women,
It's not a new thing.
women make mistakes of making a man, and you're making him for someone else. If a
Ooh,
man is
that's
with
true.
you, a man is with you 5 years, and he don't know whether he wants to wife you,
Yes.
it is time to get rid of him, because you know what? The way you're making him is for someone else,
Somebody
and
else.
he
Yeah.
will leave you. But that showed him right there. You do not love yourself.
Right.
And guess what? Self is the first preservation. And when he see that you don't love yourself, he is building and learning from you, the way you nurture him, and that you don't make him get a job, and you don't make him responsible, that he is going to go somewhere else and he's going to be responsible. Listen, I know people who have had babies from guys, and then the next day the man married somebody else because you didn't know he was in a relationship with somebody else. You got to see whether these men are going to love you, build with you.
Miss Marcella, I can tell
You
you
see,
something
the
even
thing is,
better.
Marcella.
I
You see,
can
the
tell
thing
y'all
is,
something
Marcella,
better.
with a
Go
lot of
ahead, I'm sorry.
guys. Sorry, go on, you go first.
Okay, AV knows this. I was in a relationship with the guy where I was engaged and about to get married. I did not make him do anything. I don't know why. This was my younger years. I was stupid. This is just the truth. I took care of everything. I took care of him, his kids. I did everything there was in the world I could have done. So finally, he decided to get a job or whatever. It was doing pretty good. Me and him was going to get married. I was in the midst of planning a wedding. In the midst of planning my wedding. He lost his job, quit the job or whatever, and he didn't work for months, almost to a year. So one day I went to him and I said to him, this is my fiance. You guys, you hear this, right? I told him, you need to get a job. This little hustling back and forth you're doing is not working. I got one child. I'm tired of taking care of 5.
You
then
got
you have another
child.
one. Then you just had 2 more that just popped in the blue that you didn't tell me about, that you had after 2.5 years of being with you. Like, this ain't gonna work. Do you know when I told this man that he had to get a job and he had to get it quick, he left me for a woman that he was calling his sister, moved out of town on me and moved to Memphis and is with that woman still right now to this day. But this is the thing. She wanted a man so bad that she was willing to take and accept anything to get a man. And she would tell people, oh, I took him from her. I took him from her. Baby, they both down there right now, miserable as miserable can be, because you didn't know what you was putting yourself into all this time. And all I did was ask the nigga to get a job.
And I'm surprised he ain't trying to holler back at you.
You think he ain't?
The thing
And
is
you
with
better
guys,
not,
it's
And I
I
still
will
don't.
come
Every time he come to Chicago, hey, how you doing? I'm up here for this. You know, I was wondering, can we get together and go out to eat? No, I'm busy. No, we cannot. No,
you see
because
the
you should
thing
have
with
thought
men
about all
though.
that shit when you said your fat ass decided to leave and go be with somebody else.
Oh dear. You see the thing with men though, it's like the thing for me with women is the problem with women is if a man, yeah, if I have to take a man from another woman, that man is not a prize.
That's
That man
right.
is not a prize. If I can take you from somebody else, someone can take you from me.
That's right.
You have to be careful how you
How
catch
you
a
get a
man, because
man
the
is how
same way
you
you
lose
catch
him.
him will how you lose him. And the thing is, it's not the thing with men. What I find is they don't realize what they've got till it's gone. So like a man will be with you for 5 years, 6 years, or whatever, cheat on you, do all of these things. The minute you've left him and gone back your business, then he realizes what he's got and
That's
he
when
wants
they
to run you
come
down like
back.
hot food.
Yep.
My baby father was the same, and he left. I left. I kicked him out. I said, "No, this is enough. You need to go." The minute I put that man out of my house, to this day, and my daughter's 14, the man still runs me down like I'm his last supper. Yeah.
Yep.
In that time, the man went into a relationship straight away, treated her like she was some queen. Oh, I'm not going to treat women the same way. I've realized what I lost. I'm going to do things differently. But 14 years later, why are you still running me down for?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? So
Right.
they don't realize what they've got till it's gone. And the thing with like the multiple relationship thing, it's not a new thing. When my grandmother, like my grandma parents on my dad's side are Jamaican, so they both came over to England together. They had 4 children in 4 children in Jamaica, 4 children in Jamaica and 6 children in England. So together they had 10 children. During the course of their marriage, he met an English woman that he was working with and started seeing this English woman. Now, I remember being a child and my granddad, as a big grown man with 14 children in total, 4 with a woman and 10 with finger, he used to spend Monday to Friday at my grandma's house. And he used to spend the weekend at Gladys's house. Yes. And they both knew about each other. Yes. And that was their agreement. That was their agreement. But I tell you something, I remember, listen, and they was old women. And I remember, and it had happened for years, and I remember being about 10 years old and being at my grandma's house, and she's on the phone to this Gladys woman. Next minute, she's calling my auntie. She's telling my daddy he needs to come and get me. She went in her car, went and picked up Gladys, and the 2 of them went to a next woman's yard to go brook up the woman because they found out they had a 3rd woman that they didn't know about. So he broke the contract.
So they man cheating on, so both of our men
on us. Don't cheat on us.
That was when I was like 9, 10, and I'm 41. So it's like, you know, it's nothing new.
Yes.
It's nothing new. So that generation did that. Yes. And then with my mum's generation, like my mum's 62 now. So when we was growing up, my dad was at home. We had a dad in the house where both our parents. But even to this day, I say to my mom, there was pointless having both parents because he was never there. He was in the house, but he only fended for himself. He didn't do anything with us. He didn't provide anything.
That's so funny. My great grandmother is the same way. My grandmother and he was running up and down, having children all about the place whilst this with my mom, and they are still together. And my mom always said to me, because of her childhood, because of how she grew up, she wanted us to know who her dad was, but she's still with him. But she always said to me, when you go out there and you find a man, do not find somebody like your dad. That's what she used to say. Do not find someone like your father. So imagine being a woman. It's like when I was younger, I used to think that's really messed up. Like I have no male role model in my life that is a strong, independent, stable family man that's give and take. All the women in my life have been, you know, self-sufficient, having a father there, but not contributing. So it's basically a single parent in a 2-parent household. So for me, I always said that's not what I'm going to have. I'm never going to fuck with no one's man. I don't care whether it's their boyfriend, their husband, or whatever. If you tell me the truth from day one, I can make up my own mind, and I'm not going to mess around with that. But at the same time, I have standards based on what I've seen from my upbringing and the people around me. You know, I just think everyone needs to be honest about what they need and what they want, particularly men. Men need to go through some growth, be single for a while, and find out what it is they really want. Yeah. But also what you can offer, what you can bring to the table.
And that doesn't mean money.
And be honest.
That means
like
kind of
don't hold nothing back
Men
from
will
us.
do what
Honesty.
you let them. Men
But a man needs to
do.
learn how to be honest as well. I don't give a hell
Damn
if you feel
right,
like
yeah.
if you tell me the truth, if I'm gonna get mad, I would rather get mad and get over my anger and decide if I want to deal with what you got going on or what you're able to bring versus you acting like you're
Let
God
me
and
have
making
my
a choice
choice.
and decision for me. Don't make
Let
a
me
choice
have
for
my
me.
choice. Why do you think that men have such a problem with being transparent or
Because they
letting
don't want to hear our mouths. So anything to shut us the hell up is what they do. And then on top of them, some men have insecurity issues. Having 2 women and 3 makes them feel like a man, which they're really not in the inside. But I can
Right.
respect you more if you come in the door and just let me know, like, man, Tam, you know, I'm feeling you, but you know, I ain't ready to be in a relationship. I'm doing me. I'm single. I'm mingling. I'm dating. I'm doing me. Now, at that point,
Men,
I can put on my big girl drawers and say, okay, I know I'm not the only woman
I
right
might
now that
like
he's
you
dealing
enough
with.
no, I'm not
with
But
gonna
do
do.
I
Men
want to
have
deal with
been
this right
hurt
now?
like women been hurt. Men have experienced pain like women, but they don't want to show you their
been
weakness.
hurt. Yeah,
Yeah, they've been
vulnerability.
hurt. But I'm telling you that if you care about yourself, you want a partner. You don't want another child.
That's right.
Y'all live in Chicago. I have a first cousin that lived there. She's a hairdresser. Her name is Robbie Hodges. And she works at let me tell you where she works at. She works at Maxine Salon. And when I come through there, I am going to take you 2 bitches out.
Oh yeah, someone just said men have sexuality problems. They do have it. That's like you have it. This is one thing that I just told someone yesterday. Have you ever seen a man that's buff as hell, they fine and everything, and they have these, some men be like, oh, I only mess with small frame girls. I only mess with skinny girls. And that's the reason why. Right there. I ain't have to see them finish a sentence. That's because they dicks are small. They can't handle a thick bitch like me. Like, no, because I'm going to tell you this ain't working, bro.
That's why I feel a lot of them work out and get buff, because you know what? We got women that look at men and say, I want that. And then you don't know what's in his head.
Yep.
You know, if y'all watched that show with Tammie from Steve Harvey nephew, y'all see the young girls chose the muscle bound guy, and guess what? He got home and she chose him, and at the end they ended up together. But she chose him because of his physique and not for his head. And she got messed over because you know what his job was? A personal trainer. Now it's fucking COVID. Where is he working? He
right. Nowhere.
And he told you he lived with his mama. That told you
he told you he wasn't ready. No way.
No, he want to move in with you, but you are a therapist, and you're not trying to move in with him. I mean, you don't want him to move with you, and he tell you, I'm not working right now because of the COVID. That means, bitch, you eating off your mama, and you not gonna come over here and eat off
where's
me.
Your unemployment at least, nigga? I need something. I need that LWA about you, something.
And you know what, Akeem Phillips, you have a point. You said yes, that's true, but men have insecurities, and some have been broken to put a put where they lose their feelings for love. But you know what, Akeem, love is not dead. You're just choosing you're choosing
and you
the
have
wrong
to check,
woman.
and you also have to check your energy and what you're attracting to. So if you feel like you keep attracting people that's full of shit and it ain't got nothing going on, you got to check yourself and be like, okay, like what is it with me that I'm attracting these type of females? The same thing with women. When we say men ain't shit, all men ain't shit, that's not true. The men we're choosing and we're attracting ain't shit.
And I'm telling you, with some women, some of my friends who are white, they say, oh, it's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean. If you can't knock the sweat off of me, I don't want you. Because I need something to make my
But I'm going to tell you something
crack.
else, Miss Marcella. I have been with a man that has been very small. And I'm not going to say very small. I'm going to say small. And because I loved him so much, the smallness didn't bother me because I was in love with him as a person. But when that love was gone and we doubled back one time, I was like, what in the fuck did I do this for 2.5 years? What the hell was I thinking? So love can conquer a lot of shit. I'm telling you, I was with a man, and them 2.5, 3 years we was together, man, it was fire. I'm talking about, yes. But when we
Because
broke
you
up,
were in love. You
yes,
were
we were in
in
love.
love.
I was in love with him. But
You.
what I'm saying is, when we broke up and we separated and we had that little one last little fling, little hookup, when all the feelings and emotions was gone, I was like, "Are you serious? I did this for 2.5 years. How did I do this
Well,
for two and a half
I'm
years?"
gonna tell you something. When a man look for a woman and he doesn't feel like he's handsome or cute or that status, I'm telling you, some of these white women around here where I live at, they will fuck the gardener because the gardener makes them feel better than their
Dang, that's true.
husband that making $500,000. So when the man don't come correct and ask the woman how she's doing, see, men don't start off asking a woman how you're doing. They
Mhm.
just want to say, girl, you look fine. You get tired of
Yeah.
those dry
Yeah.
ass
Titties,
shit.
look at that ass.
You want somebody
Yep.
to say how you doing and how you doing this. But I'm going to tell you, it's not the size of the ship. It is the motion of the ocean.
Now,
And if
Mark
he has,
said he eat cat.
I'm telling you, eat ass and everything.
Yeah, you're right. It is the motion of the ocean, size of the ship. But I had a big ship, and bitch, I don't know what happened. I think I saw stars, the moon, the sun. I don't know what was going on. Like, I had a near death experience. I ain't never had some shit so good in my life. I don't know what to do. So, but
And then you want that man that just like Mr. Akeem, he sounds like he is the type of man that will make love to you and get up and make your breakfast.
yes,
But
That's the type of man that.
sometimes you gotta
That's the type
demand
of man.
your queen.
That's the type of man that needs to come to England
Um,
because we ain't got that over here. I'm telling you.
yeah,
that is
but
the right type right
but
there.
see, do you notice that these girls? Do you notice that these girls like rappers and they ugly as hell? But see, them guys is holding money. But guess what? Their money can't get them a house because their credit is bad
The
or they
credit is
don't have
bad as
no
hell.
credit.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? To me, Offset is not that fine, but that
He's
money
not.
makes
None of
him
them
look
are.
good.
Oh, you better shut your mouth because you know I love Quavo.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I said
yeah.
Offset.
It's just the dreads, y'all. I got a
let me
thing
watch
for a
they
man with
think.
No,
dreads.
but I'm
Look,
gonna
I like
tell you,
dread.
Oh, me too, girl.
in my
Yeah.
day, you remember the guy that wore the clock?
Yeah,
Flavor
What was his name?
Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Okay, and Flavor Flav, I'm telling you, when I met him, his breath stink. That
Ooh,
turned me
Lord.
on.
He
Thing.
looked like
See,
he said,
I didn't even care what kind of money he had because the breath. I had to get. And then if
You're
I
too
was
much.
afraid,
she
then
said the breath.
if I went to the Queen's Mall and he's standing next to me, and when he said give her what she want, his breath just like
I want a deaf mint. Look, I
yeah.
put
And
Hakeem on
so
blast.
but you got to have a standard of man. If you see your man hard working like Mr. Akeem, because Mr. Akeem is tuned into this, and he
Hakeem
keeps
asked me to
talking.
marry him last week. So
See, he is ending up with the wrong woman. See, he is looking for a woman that he can spoil, but she is looking for a man that she can use. He
But you
needs
know
to.
what? The type of man that Hakeem is perfect. But the thing is, with men, I can't have you too motherfucking nice to me. That too nice shit irritates the shit out of me. Like, I need you to be nice to me and be a gentleman and love me and be affectionate. But that there's a ground that is you gotta cut that shit off. Sometimes, like, I ain't saying be an asshole towards me, but you can't be too goddamn nice. Everything I say, okay, baby. What you say, baby? You want this, baby? You want that, baby? Okay, baby. No, be like, nah, bitch, shut up. You just went to the mall and bought 2 pair of shoes. Don't buy shit else.
that's why she liked to be
Trust
grabbed
me.
by the
Trust
arm.
I
me.
can't take that. I
And
cannot take
see
it. And I'm not
me,
dating no man,
Trust
and
me.
I'm not
because
dating
you
no
like
raggedy ass
me,
man either. I
we
don't care what
need a
y'all say.
dominant.
No,
We need
trust
a
me. If
dominant
Akeem
man.
came to if Akeem came to England, trust me. After my mouth starts going, yeah, he will soon man up and tell me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah. And now my husband, like I said, I'm a New Yorker, but guess what? Because of my culture, the Puerto Rican culture, we cook for our men. We bring their plate. But when I say I don't want to cook this week, my husband would get in here and make some beans, some quail, some whatever he know how to make. He'll tell the kids to leave me alone. You know, and it took him a whole year to do that now. When I say my husband would say, come on, you stressed out, let's go on a trip. And we would go to Jamaica, we go to Cuba, we go everywhere. And then for a whole year, he said he analyzed me. And one day he told me, shut the fuck up, bitch. And I fell in love like never before.
You had to
Because
tell me, yo. You do. You
he
have
was
to tell me.
always
Chill
saying,
out.
he
I
was
don't like
always
that super
saying
nice
yes
shit.
to me. He was
And you know
always
what else I
saying
don't
yes
like?
to me.
What women want, I can't stand no raggedy ass man. Don't be raggedy with me. Stop wearing them old ass 1997 ass jeans. I cannot take it. I'm not saying you gotta have. I hate pants hanging off your ass. It's not gonna happen. But you need to be
No.
a man that knows how to dress for every occasion. You need to know how to be a man to dress if we're going to the mall, if we're going to the movies, if we're going to dinner, we're going to a wedding, we're going to church. I should be able to love you in a suit as well as some jogging pants and a t-shirt. But I'm not dating no raggedy ass man, and I'm not gonna build his ass up either. I ain't got time to be buying no grown ass man's clothes. Now I don't
call
mind if
that
you my
build a
man.
bitch.
Now
I
build
ain't
fuck
building no
build a man.
bitch.
Now I don't mind if we together and I'm, you know, when we together and I'm in the store and I say, oh, my baby might look nice in this, or whoa, we gonna dress her like I'm finna pick something out for us. But I can't deal with no man still wearing fucking cargo pants with the hook on the back. Somebody, hey baby, come on, we're going to dinner. No, the fuck we not.
Miss Marcella, Tammie think that she from New York too.
I am. I'm from Brooklyn. In my
But
heart.
I'm just gonna tell you now that it's just that you got to let these men, you are no nonsense, and you got to do that from day one. Day one. If you start buying this nigga a shirt to wear a shirt that look like yours, you crazy, because you're gonna continue to buy his clothes, and
That's
you're gonna
right.
continue to take care of
I
him.
had to stop doing that type of stuff. I tell you the truth about something. I'm only nice when you're the right one. I just reserved, but I'm just reserved. But yet I know how to talk to you and say he's really a sweet guy. He is.
No, I'm not saying you gotta be an asshole to talk to me, but you just can't be, well, babe, you know, you shouldn't have
yes,
said that. Well, you know, babe, maybe next. No, motherfucker. Just say, hey, Tam, that was wrong as shit. Why the fuck you talk to them like that? Like, babe, chill the fuck out with that.
My husband,
you got to. I ain't gonna respect you if you don't.
I want y'all to come and visit me. I am on the Democratic Committee. I go to the country club.
We on it. We'll be there in a hot minute.
I talk to those white people just like I'm talking to y'all. And I had a friend, I'm telling you, she's worth $5 million alone. And she told me my husband just stays out, and my father gave him a job. I told her, you know what your problem is? You don't know how to cook. You letting somebody else come in your house and cook for you and your husband. Every time, you know, you're at social events and he's home with the nanny. I said, I tell you what you need to do. You need to first bring in someone to teach you how to cook so you can start cooking for your husband. Second of all, you need to take that $5 million attitude out and be a $2 hoe.
That's true.
And you need to bring him to something he never seen before. And guess what? She began to do that, and her man is now wondering what she doing. You know, you got to stop dressing so conservative. You got to dress like a sexy bitch.
Oh, I love it. Like a little dot there now and then.
Yeah, and you got to. And I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm around here parading around working for the court system, but guess what? I go to clubs that people wouldn't expect for me to be in, and I have got up on this fucking TV on YouTube and taught myself to twerk, and I be working. And when my husband get out the shower, I'm twerking, and he said, "You want some?" I said, "Do I need to ask you with my mouth, or what do I need to do?" I lay on the motherfucking floor with my legs up like this. I don't have to say I want some nigga. And then one time I told my husband, he said, I want some. I said, I got a headache. We got like our ceramic counters in our bathroom, and I heard him just beating something, y'all. And he was beating an aspirin, and he put it on the head of his dick. He said, where you want it, in your mouth or your pussy? See, you got to keep that excitement going.
I would have fell out laughing. You don't understand. Fell out like what?
If you get stressed out and you cannot relieve yourself and something, take a walk. If you can't afford to get massages, take a walk. Do something with yourself, because you can't bring that burden back into your home. In my home is my security place.
That's my peace.
And that means I don't invite a lot of energy
Me
in here.
neither. Me
And so
neither.
if my kids are not home and I want to run around here butt naked in my size 4 with my little titties hanging, because I'm gonna tell you what a lot of women do. They keep going out here to buy breasts, getting ass, and being something that you're not used to being yourself. You need to remain yourself. Look, I'm 55 and I can afford to get me some titties. But these size 34Bs are turning into prunes. Now, bitch, you done went from plums to fucking prunes, and you better love it. Because there is somebody out here that will love you the way you are.
That's right.
Don't change for him. You
True.
got to be yourself, and that's what men want to see. They want to see you from who you are. I'm telling you, I used to be with, Kyle from the Black Socialite. I swear to God, he used to tell me, girl, you don't look 55. All you need to do is get you some titties and a wig. And so at his funeral, I wore a wig, but when I went to go get some titties, y'all, I seen this older lady. You could see her ribs with nice titties, and she was leaning over. I said, I'm keeping these fucking prunes. You hear me? I want to stay the same way I am. So if you want to keep a man, stay the same. Don't be trying to be somebody you're not.
Yeah,
And they
I
will
agree.
stay with you. But you gotta let him know from day one what kind of bitch you are. Don't be
Okay.
don't be faking it. Don't keep buying him shit and he ain't giving you shit.
Uh-huh.
So we talk about, I think I mentioned on the show yesterday, or the day before, all about the truth. We have a career woman, especially Black women, career women, versus your home life or your house wife, being a housewife, and how you could be a boss woman, but we have tendencies to fail in the house. And most boss women or women with degrees and whatnot, they be single as they get older.
You know why? Because they so busy having the dick in their panties that they can't allow another dick to come in. Just because you have a degree, sometimes you're not going to meet a man that have your accolades. But there go again. You got this checklist of a man. I want him to have a 5-figure salary. I want him to do this and do this. But you so busy being the dick that you're not allowing no dick to come in. When you out at work, you the boss. So when you come home, you the freak in the sheets. And when you start changing that for a man, he gonna feel like he's competing against his partner.
That's right.
You got to be submissive. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't dumb yourself down.
Right. It's a difference. Right.
I said be submissive. That means when you take a shower, you just don't take a shower and get into bed. Rub you on some oils on your body. Make sure. Do you know that women that is married, they'll take a shower and don't even put lotion on? So when your husband going to bed with you, you
You are
ash.
thirsty and dusty.
And you know that's so funny because I'm at home by myself and I'm single. Every night I get out the shower, I still lotion the hell up and spray my body down and put on my cute little sexy robe. And I be in the house by myself, but it make you feel good to even feel that way. And you have
Right.
to always, not to be funny, but you have to groom yourself so when your mate and your partner do come, that you're accustomed to doing this thing already.
Right.
But most of the women that work the 9 to 5, the CEOs, they don't have a man because of their attitudes. Their attitudes
Because
fucking
they got
stink.
the dick in their
Yeah,
pants.
they attitudes fucking stink. They feel like, oh, I'm this. You owe me. Nobody owes you any fucking thing. Like you said, you're not going to always meet a person that have your accolades. You're not going to meet a person that runs their own business, that have this, that have that. As long as they can equal up to a little bit of that, or mentally be that person for you, that's all you should need. You got to learn
Mm-hmm.
how to be submissive in certain areas of your life. You can't always be dominant. That's why I can't deal with a soft ass man, because I'm
But
already
see, when you
dominant in
come
my everyday
home,
life. I'm
you
dominant
got
as
to
it is.
leave
I
work
run
at
my
work.
own business. I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? So I have my own dominance in life it is. So when I come home, I want to be grabbed up and caressed and come in, baby. I want to hold you and, choke me up, make me feel like, you my security. You my security blanket. I shouldn't have to come home with all that attitude to you. Men don't
Yeah,
like that.
But you know what a lot of women do too? You got a lot of girlfriends that be getting in your head and it fucks
Yep.
up you at home. You
Yep.
got when you come into your secure place, your serenity, you gotta leave that at the shop. You gotta leave that at work. If you had a bad day, come home and have some wine or some hen dog.
Yeah, baby. Okay, tell me about it.
Because
you
women
know,
don't do that.
I know a
Women
woman.
carry problems. Women
Have you
carry
ever met a
problems.
woman that's hard as hell? Like she don't have no softness or finesse, as my
Of
grandma
course,
called it.
that's what we all do.
Well, I say she hard to the fact you ever look at a hard ass woman and wonder, how the fuck do you and your man get together? Like, what do you say? Get over here and give it to me now. Like,
No,
I don't
they're not
see
even
no
fucking.
But
They're
when I
not
say I
fucking
don't
at
see
all.
no softness, I've met women that I see no softness in. Like I'm talking about, you can meet a woman, like you can meet me and you can know, okay, Tammie is very boisterous. She speak her mind, but I know if a man will come up, she gonna be, yeah, babe. Woo, woo. I've never seen this in some women. I know women that's, what? Oh, you be like, God damn, like, how do you and your man get together? Get over here and get on me now. Give me that dick. Lay down, let me fuck you. Like, you can't just do that.
That's why I like the country man, because
Give me this dick.
look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I was in New York, I didn't mess around with many guys there, because you know why? Because they knew already they was prettier than me, even if
I
they
can't stand no
weren't.
pretty ass man.
And if I'm getting dressed and I'm out the door and I'm dressed in 30 minutes because I came home a little late, and you still in there doing
Cripping
this,
and priming and shit. Yeah.
I don't want you. I don't want you. But see, because we are all three very dominant, we need a man to say, baby, that was at work. Come on, let's go to dinner. See, and when we get with these men, they stop dating us. That is the wrong thing to do. But you know what? You as a woman committed cannot keep hanging around all these single girls and going out with them, because your man is going to think that you're single. And if you go to the club with y'all two, y'all need to leave with y'all two. I don't care if you met a nigga that want to eat you in the parking lot.
That's true.
She need to be standing
I'ma sit in
outside
the
the
next
car.
car. Wait on
You hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
We got a guest coming in. Oh, honey, you gonna love this, Tammie. She got a good duster on. Okay, she got a good duster.
Yes. But I'm not gonna lie. You meet a man at night and you want some. You better go get him. Oh,
Good
look,
night,
I can't say he's walking around musky. And I'm telling you, and women have, when they're corporate women, they have high checklists what a guy's supposed to look like. You can't do that. A man that might not be attracted to someone else. Oh, that's my baby right there. That's my baby, Miss Niece.
Oh, she's showing you how to oil up the body.
Mila Eve Essentials.
Yes, Mila Eve.
Right.
We're gonna put the discount. You got a discount code in there. We're gonna put that in there.
Flawless skin.
And I'm gonna tell you something. If you are a woman and you have a hard exterior, come home and get in your bathtub. Relax your nerves. Pull some lavender Mila Eve in your water, some Epsom salt and baking soda. It will clear the
every
toxins.
night. It detoxes you. Yes, I do.
Yes, it will make you relax.
I put lavender oil, baking soda, and Epsom salt. Yes, I do.
You will be a noodle. So that's why I'm saying y'all need to get that Mila Eve, because honey, when I'm in my room, in my bathroom, it's so big, y'all. I will put oil and burner, and I will burn it. And honey, my husband could come up from the man cave and tell me he is tired. I said, baby, do you want dessert? Before you go to sleep, can you put them lips on my hips? Because that brings me down. That de-stresses me.
That makes me sleep all night. I just want. I need somebody. I want somebody to be here. I could do all that. I got some lingering that I've been waiting to break. I'm up in the gym trying to get this little COVID waist body back, and whatever weight I had before on it. I'm trying to get back the little half a Coke bottles that I had. My titties too big, so I know I ain't gonna be tiny. Okay.
Listen, I got
But
the perfect product for
I'm gonna
you.
tell you another de-stressor that you can do on your way home from work. Sit in your car and squeeze your uterus.
Oh, your
Squeeze
kid.
your Yes, just squeeze your uterus while you're driving, while you're sitting at your desk, while you're sitting. And I'm going to tell you that that will give you a boost of aphrodisiac, and you wanna fuck.
Well, see, you got somebody that's around permanently. I need somebody that I can just be like, baby, I'm coming home. Well, I'll be at home right now anyway. I'm trying to get to work from home permanently. I just want to be here. And when him come home from work after dinner and the kids get on down, I can be like, let's get on down. He said, I'll do that with no hesitation. I'm too playful to hesitate. I'm getting Monique's Valentine's oils. I got to look at that. What's in the Valentine's?
You got to. I mean, these oils are not miracle workers, but y'all need to research like lavender. Lavender calms you.
Nisi, you got like, you can hear the background noise in your thing.
What is it? What is it, y'all?
It's the playback. I'm going to take you out for a second.
Y'all got to start romancing yourself first and then romancing your man. You have to. Because if you don't romance yourself and you're always trying to please somebody else, you will never be fully satisfied. Do you understand? So all you women that say, I don't give head, bitch, you need to get down there and
In
introduce
2021, what is y'all
Yes,
talking?
I'm telling you, everything. Sex isn't always mean he has to enter you. Massage each other. Massage each other. Do things that are intimate. I can't hear you, Hollywoodstylz. You're on mute.
She's not muted. Is something going on? Oh, there you go. Is she delayed?
And then you have to teach your man how to care for you. Meaning, go to the supermarket with your man. Do things that you would typically do alone. Have him do them with you. See, that's where we lose when we're not keeping in our relationship.
I'm learning that stuff.
We need to keep dating through our relationship. Keep dating. Now, let me tell y'all something really true, and Denise will tell you. Well, my husband 4 years ago was in an accident at work. My husband's leg got snatched off.
Wow.
My husband died twice.
Wow.
Twice. I stayed with him 170 days in the hospital. I could feel that when my husband came home, he had to come home with a nurse. We had to take our downstairs room and put a hospital bed in there. Well, you know what I did for my husband? I knew that he couldn't do anything sexually, but to keep his mind off. Is she gonna leave me because I don't have a leg? I'm not working no more. What's gonna happen to us? I used to just rub him, even though the nurse had to come in and change he had like this IV that was on him. I would just massage him and tell him I love him. And guess what? And because he had the catheter in his penis, it was like, it looked so ugly. But you know what I would do? Kiss the back of his ear, kiss his lips, lick him on his neck. And that was the thing to let him know I'm still here. Even though we can't have sex, I'm still here. Sometimes intimacy is not sticking it in. Sometimes intimacy is a touch, the way you smell, the way you got to romance a man without him touching you. So when you go into the club and you just want some dick that night, you romance the man with your eyes. How do you think he knows that you want him? It's because the way you look at him.
Flipping your hair.
Right. And the way you look at him, he will look at you. But if he comes over and say, what's up? You need to walk away. But if he's saying, how you doing? My name is Chris. What's your name? You need to say, I'm Marcella. And then if he tries to give you a resume, I had a girlfriend and all that, it's spiritual intimacy. And And you can find that.
Let me
Because all of us up here are fucking beautiful. But guess what? I
let
talk with my eyes,
me
but you
tell
might
you
talk with your lips.
to find that if you don't have
Say it again. It kind of
this
messed up.
tantric sex.
I want to get into that.
I'm gonna tell you
I
guys
really
how
do.
to tantric sex will have you on a whole different level with your mate. Your orgasms will be so powerful that your eyes roll back in your head and it just lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. And it's like the man is able to go on even having just ejaculated. Tantric
Mm-hmm.
sex is the way to go. How we've always done it, and it's like we still look at each other like that today after being married 19 years next month.
In 17 years, do you
So
know when I'm
yeah,
horny, I
tantric
can
sex
look at my husband.
is the
I can look at my husband
deal.
and
I've been
come.
wanting to try to
But
find a tantric sex coach to come on live with me because I want everybody to know about that process. Because that's something we don't do. We give ourselves to people, but you don't get nothing out of it. What the experience is supposed to and hold what
Well,
you're supposed to be gathering
how
from
did
that
you do
experience.
that? Like, how
Because
did you
that's
get
what
into?
tantric
Did
sex
you
is all about.
did
Giving
you
you
have
all
a
of
person
it.
in front
All
of you?
I mean, you know you got it right whenever you can have an orgasm just from touch.
I'm trying to get with that. So did they come out and teach you, or did you watch it? How did you get into it? Can she hear us?
Denise,
She's probably on a delay.
well, I'm
What's
telling
wrong with
you,
dumb headphones?
She gotta
no,
watch it inside StreamYard.
with me, because the way my husband says, "How are you?" and everything, and then just touch my shoulder, I come. Still,
I'm
17 years later, because I know that he loves not just my pussy, but my mind and my heart. And guess what, y'all? I am erratic. When something goes
Can you hear
wrong,
me?
and because I'm a perfectionist,
yes.
and he knows something is wrong, my husband will be quiet, and he will say, "Are you all right, baby? Is there anything I can do?" That turns me on because he could say, "That's your business. You handle that." But he says, "Is there anything I could do?" Knowing he can't do nothing. You understand? It's the intimacy of him knowing me when I'm mad without me even acting mad. He knows when I'm upset. Y'all got to get someone to love you for the way you act. If any man
And
can love you,
I know I'm a beast, okay?
and I am
I
a
tell
beast.
people
I am
when
a
I get
beast.
into it, when you get into it with me, you gotta be ready for the project, okay? And I'm a complex individual. I'm a Gemini, so that means automatically I got two sides coming off the top. You know what I'm saying? Um,
My husband
yeah.
is a Gemini,
I'm
and
smart.
he looks shy. But when we get together, people will tell me, "Your husband don't talk much." Oh, yes, the fuck he do.
We
Y'all
all
just
do.
don't.
We all do.
When he goes to the country club with me and I'm in my democratic mode or whatever, my husband is just a supportive husband. But when I go to his job for his function, guess what I am? The beautiful
Supportive.
statuette, keeping my mouth closed, and but my husband is the same. Y'all got to get into this love of if you go down, we go down. If I'm up, you are up.
Together.
And and if you ain't found that type of man, honey, you will know if he's that type of man in 30 motherfucking days. You will. Because if you're making money and he ain't making your kind of money, that don't matter. But if he said, "Baby, while you working, what you want for dinner? I'm gonna cook it by the time you get through the
I'm
door."
gonna hold you down. Yeah, I used to work
Even if
and
you
get no dinner. Okay,
right,
go
no,
through
see,
with
no,
that.
no, no. And then y'all gotta stop moving these men in your homes. You got
I
to
no
have
longer,
them come
I
and
no
visit.
longer do that. I'm like, you can come to visit for a while, but do you have your own place? I want you to go over to your place for a while. I might need a break from you, or let me come visit you when I want to. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I like my stuff the way I like my stuff. I don't want you coming in here moving it, coming in here messing with my stuff. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
Right.
Now, Donica says the Valentine's oils is a help to for sex, and it enhances sex. We're referring to. I must admit, I didn't think I did miss last week's tea with Monique.
I will be up
Her,
there Wednesday.
okay, so that we already got. We're gonna have to watch it. Tea met with Monique. Monique is Monique Samuels. She is a former housewife of Potomac. She has her own oil line, essential oil line. So she's coming out. I have to check out the Valentine's Day oils.
Yes, you
I
have
think
to
that
look.
that's when your spouse knows and feels your shift in emotions.
I have the peppermint oil. Listen, y'all. I rub this on my nose and I put it in a burner. That's for my sinus. My grapefruit is for my sexy night. Listen.
Okay, what you do
Yes.
with the grapefruit? Which I
I
got
put it
something.
in I put it in the burner. I like orange. See, I have her massage oil. It's called de-stress. I have I have everything, and believe me, y'all, I bought this because I believe in to black people today take so many pills. If you have a sinus headache, you take a sinus medicine. It's not to replace your medicines, but it helps you do it in a natural way. And guess what? When I put on this grapefruit to make love, oh Jesus Christ and Lord have mercy. Fireworks. It's just it be like I met a stranger and we're just getting down. Because guess what? Your mind is on everything in the room on that dingling, okay?
Changes your pheromone, change your natural scent also. So it's
So
almost like you have me a new person.
Miss Nisi, I was asking about the tantric sex. You know, I'm into
Hmm.
finding out all kind of stuff. How did you go about that? Did y'all have an instructor come in and teach you like one to one, or did you look on YouTube, or how did you get into that? How did you learn?
We first found out about it whenever we went on a vacation in Florida, and there was a couple down there that they just always had their hand all over each other. And we was like, cause they were older people, and we was like, how long y'all been married? And they went 35 years. And I was like, oh, okay, y'all still got it like that. The wife said tantric sex. So, she showed me a little bit of what she was talking about or whatever. And we just started trying it, little by little. And we got all kind of
She
takes
didn't
on
touch
it
you,
and
did
books.
she?
Uh, not this one. I'm not ashamed that I have had. We've had threesomes. I've had bisexual experiences.
You
Um,
jumped into the lady pond. You dipped into the lady pond.
yeah, I dipped in the lady pond. But whenever I dipped in the lady pond, whenever I peeped back out, I realized that I needed something else. You know what I'm saying? The lady pond won't fulfilling enough. I needed that rock. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but, but then you remember back in the day when what was that show on HBO? Real Sex.
Real sex.
Uh-huh. You remember that show? They should show different sex things or whatever. But just so happened whenever we got back home that next weekend on Real Sex, I was talking about tantric sex. And it went from there. We just started learning everything we could learn about it and actually found somebody in this area that could finish teaching us. And You know that song by R. Kelly, Greatest Hits I Ever Had?
Yeah.
It totally fits here. It totally fits. Because
And you gotta listen to music. You gotta listen to music sometimes. You gotta make that atmosphere in your room.
and see,
You
that's
do.
another thing that I do for people on Valentine's Day. I actually go and set up hotel rooms for couples because men don't know how to do it. Women
They
don't
don't
want to
do
do
all
it
that
for
stuff.
themselves.
Look what
So
she made for me.
Beautiful. I saw that.
And
Goodness.
you know what I do? I take this down there and put it and look at my own pussy and say, you killing him tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
whew, take me near the cross.
Because sometimes I gotta talk to my girl. Look, you know what you gotta do. You
Yeah,
got to move.
but see, this is the thing. I'm getting older, Miss Marcella.
I'm 55.
But I've never been married, okay? So I feel like, I still got a lot of miles to put on this cat. Okay, but I am waiting on the husband so I could just learn all the tricks. So I'm taking all of this in. These niggas just don't understand. I can't give you everything
But
now.
let me tell you where you can meet good men at. You can meet them at the gym. You can meet them at an after work. After you get off on a Friday, go to a restaurant that's playing music and guys are sitting at the bar. You can meet somebody by word of mouth who thinks that person is compatible with you. You can meet a man at the grocery store. And let me tell you, when they go to the grocery store, between 9:30 and 11 o'clock, the single men are there shopping. And I'm going to tell you, don't think you can meet a good man at church because they just as dogs.
Don't go to the church. But
the first thing they talk about is I'm looking for a wife. Get your ass out of here, nigga.
No. You gotta go to the gym. You go to the gym, you're gonna find a man there working out. You know why he's working out? Not to build strength, not to build endurance, because he's sexually frustrated. You can, and then afterwards,
you can tell how he in that car at the grocery store now. You can tell
because he's looking, he's reading, he's trying to find out. Just let your cart hit his cart.
Here we got Mariano's, and they got a whole bar inside the grocery store now. Well, they sit and eat the food.
You gotta go to the store. See, the married women and the married men go to the store in the afternoon and the evening, but a single man goes late at night at 9:30.
You and these low key,
yes,
these low key messages.
and I'm just telling you, after work on Friday, married men go home because they just got paid. Single men go to the restaurant. Yeah, they go and have a drink to drink off the whole week, and then Saturday get up and wash their car. Don't let them get up and wash them car. Let them get off and dust off your pussy.
Exactly.
Baby, when I put you to sleep, you ain't gonna wake up early anyway. Okay.
You ain't washing no car. You ain't washing no car. You going in there
for round 2, round 3. Okay.
We can
if women don't act so thirsty with men, after y'all enjoy that time, you go and don't call him. Let him call you.
Exactly.
Because when you call them, they know they got you and they moving on to the next person. But when you don't call them, and then when they come and say, hey, I just didn't, want to bother you, that's the ones that want to know, what is this one? Who is this woman? Because I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe if you meet a man the first night, he doesn't want to deal with you. I've never been in that situation. If I wanted a man, and guess what? He said, don't forget my name. Here's my business card. As soon as I leave you, your business card going to be dropped out in the hotel lobby.
Who is this? I'm sorry. Yeah.
But when I say that I'm happy I'm married, I am happy I am married. He is everything. And this is my third husband. He is everything I ever wanted because he didn't try to change me. He accepted who I am. When I'm at work, I got my dick on. When I get in my car, my thongs is on. And I'm ready to peel that work suit off, my business suit, and I become the submissive, not dumbing down. I ain't dumbing down. And if I was a hairdresser, I ain't doing your mama hair free. I ain't doing your kids hair free. It's my business. And to support my business, you better drop some money to do your mama's hair.
So I'm gonna pay
see, and that's what I don't like a lot about a lot of people. I have a business because we're cool. You think I'm gonna give you free shit. I might give you some free shit if you are selling my products, my hair products are something to help me.
Endorsing my stuff, my stuff.
Right. You're mentioning me on your page or whatever. But don't think I'm gonna give your ass something free. No. We like on my Facebook page, I try to make everybody bring your business to the table. There is enough money out here for everybody. I don't get no money. I'm gonna tell y'all this. If it wasn't for Kyle Paler, none of y'all would know me because I never watched TV. I never did any of that stuff. One night I just happened to flick through YouTube and find him. And you know, I would never be talking to people. I just held all this in. But I want women to be married, build families, build houses, and then we all go on a girls' trip and we can talk about whatever. Because you know what? My husband don't have a problem with me going on a girls' trip or jumping on a plane going from Friday to Sunday. He don't have that problem because he know when I come home, I missed your ass and you better be ready. You better let me
I got another group I'm going to add you to. It's called Black Girls. We used to be called Dinner with Divas, but we still got that group, but it's Black Girls Travel Therapy. And
yeah,
I
do not believe in cheating on my husband. Now look, girl, if you want to go fuck Mandingo, I will stand outside the room so Mandingo don't beat your ass. But I am not going to cheat.
All we do is we go from city to city. Like we have certain cities that we have like a membership of, like the big cities, or if you want to start a chapter in your city. But if you have one in your city, we get together, we have lunch. Or we have dinner, we had girl time, we talk about our problems. So we won't go putting that on your dude or whoever you messing with. Now, if we have some thoughts in the group and they wanted to go out and do that, you know, girl, you're not here by 12:30. We go look out for you. And we travel. We go on trips
together. And women need to
check up.
That's what I try to teach on my page too. No, we need to stop being mad at other Black women for nothing. You think she's looking at you some kind of way. You think she's talking about you. You do not know, because I used to go to the club.
You don't have none of that.
And bitches be looking at me. And guess what? One day I just said, hey, I'm Marcella. And then we was cool from that day on. We were cool from that day on because you know what? They seen that I wasn't stuck up what they thought. Okay, I'm sitting in VIP. Hey, I only got 2 girlfriends up here. Y'all come up here with me. And they just...
And that's what we do. And guess what? Everybody just about is a businesswoman. So we got a lawyer. We got a doctor. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody do makeup. We got somebody do hair.
I got security. Man, DC, I tell you, when I go out, when I'm in DC, I have security because they so wow. But I got the biggest guy, and when I say when he drives, so I can drink all I want. So when I'm drinking, and if I start acting, you know, getting all loose, you know, he'll just tap me on my shoulder, say, Miss Davis,
time to go.
You know, you're out. Yeah, he said it's time for me. Yeah, it's time for me to drop you off, but that's what I'm paying him to do, is to make sure that I am safe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Right.
telling y'all, when I come to Chi-Town, this is not a shy bitch. And I will, y'all gonna be pointing at me and say, she 55. No, honey, I like to be raunchy dressing, twerking.
You know what's
Wait a
funny?
minute, you're from Chicago. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Y'all weather when I was up there about a year and a half ago.
Oh,
Y'all
it was
weather
cold.
was so disrespectful that I got out of the car with my North Carolina coat on. I got out of the car like this, put my coat on. All of a sudden, I feel this stab in my chest. I thought somebody was stabbing me. I looked down and said, "Oh, please, that wind cut me, girl." Oh my God, how do y'all deal with that?
You know, that's why I'm trying to get out of here and go down south. It was probably like 40
Oh,
below
I love my
zero.
mink coat. When I go up there, I have on my mink coat, honey, and I can have a slip on under it, okay? But I'm from New York, so it's cold up there.
And
So
give
I
me
have on my mink coat. And when I go into the club, you would think I'm dressed for summertime
Look, I can
because
see
one.
I
that
wear this.
with me right
It's
now.
good to have your hot clothes under your mink coat. I mean, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm,
but I have a tendency, I have a wide range of friends, and most of my friends are older than me because I
Mm,
just have an old soul. These young thoughts, you know, this over here, I can't relate to them. And I like, they tell you never be the smartest person in the room. You know, have somebody that you can learn something from, okay? That can teach you
you gotta
something.
have somebody that you can learn from, and you supposed to have somebody that you can pick up too, but not the whole room supposed to be at the same level.
We've been up here 2 hours and almost 30 minutes, y'all.
I'm
We got to
wrapping
do,
up.
yes, we got to do a part two
Look, the
because
men wanted a part two.
I have a lot of things that I can teach you. And if you're a man, you got to get a woman to, you got to show her respect, but then you got to get her the way you want her. That means she ain't sucking your dick and you saying, yeah, baby, and you ain't down there eating a fur burger, okay?
Oh,
Look, yeah,
I gotta look. Well, let me say goodbye to Nisi. Thank you, Nisi, for coming. I hope you come back.
I sure will one time.
That's
I
my
ain't I
partner.
ain't get to come in and
She's my
talk
partner.
business.
I enjoyed you.
She
All
is
right.
my partner. No, for real, she's my business partner.
Oh yeah, you're sitting there making mirrors. Can you hold them up? I'm being
I
nosy.
I haven't did anything to this one yet, but let me show you something that I did make right quick. And I'm gonna be putting the same thing on back of the mirror for her. She's a makeup artist, so she wanted her logo on a makeup bag, and then
Okay.
she wanted her logo on her apron, so she won't mess up her clothes while she's doing her clients. And it's got pockets on it. And
She is
Look,
creative.
Tammie.
and then I'm gonna do the same logo on the back of this mirror, fill it in with pearls, and it's gonna be diamonds where her logo is.
Ooh, look, Tammy. Tammy is a cosmetologist, so yeah. Uh,
Oh,
send
I
me
got something good to go on hers.
send me your information so we can promote,
All right, I sure will.
and I'll promote you on the page. Thank you for coming in.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll
Look,
talk to you
Nita,
No, I
later.
I
go
mean,
crazy.
Princess, you didn't get to go on all about that tea tonight because you had your own piping hot tea tonight.
And I was watching them quietly. I was watching them until I couldn't turn on the sound no more. But yeah, I try to support my Monica. She has been
I
a
want to
great
thank you
support.
for allowing me to come on your page and thank you. Anytime you need me or want me,
I thank you for coming because I think you were a great addition to the show. The fans definitely love you. Okay. So you give me an
but
idea.
my YouTube page, I got to get 1,000 people to be able to start filming live. So once I'm only on 298 now, and once I get it,
You
we're gonna
can
be
be
talking
on
about
live.
that.
This is live. I don't have 1,000 followers. You can't make no money yet.
Oh well, I'm not worried
Really.
about that. I'm not. I want to share everything so I can attend a lot of weddings in different states, so I have somewhere to go.
Yes.
Because I
So-
work Monday through Friday, every Friday evening I fly out of here. I'm gone every weekend, and my husband said, "Go."
yeah, Miss Marcella, you got to get me right together. I need some personal coaching. Okay. Look, Akeem said, much love, Miss Marcella.
Much
So
love to you, Akeem.
follow Miss Marcella at Speak with Your Girl Marcella. That's her YouTube page. She also has a group. I'm in her group. It's what is it? All the
All the
Housewives.
housewives discussion on Facebook, and I'm there every day at 12 o'clock. It's called Lunch Break.
And she talks some good stuff. And if you're really into the housewives like we are, and just that kind of tea, you get to learn a lot of stuff about, anything you want to know. We discuss all kind of reality.
I know
TV
some of the
stuff.
housewives. I know some of them, and they're just as down as earth as me.
Yeah, Miss Marcella is what you say, that bitch in the DMV. She's the tea up in the DMV. There you go. I like that you're so humble and you're so just down to earth.
Yeah.
This other person, I'll be sitting here and I ask people, I said, well, I don't know if these people will be down. They was like, you ain't gonna lose nothing without asking. I said, you're right. I said, she gonna even answer her inbox. But you did. And I enjoy my time with you. This was
Thank you.
I think maybe we'll do a show maybe in March.
Let me put on some lipstick because when I get upstairs, I'm giving head till he's dead.
Maybe men versus women.
Yes.
Thank you, Marjay. She said, I'm gonna need a two-way with y'all and Bishop. Interesting, because Bishop was on last week and Bishop was capping. Last week was wild. So I have to figure out how we gonna do
I love him because he's your typical Christian man, and he's gonna tell you what he wants and what men are looking for. I love Bishop. I love all boy. I love all of them.
He's so straightforward. And I have to tell you, Miss Marcella, off camera. Look, me and Schoolboy been chatting.
I love her. I love Monica because Monica is teaching me etiquette, like YouTube etiquette. Like on your page, I can say dick and pussy. On her page, you can't. But it's okay. And I got to learn to,
to change. Yeah, some shows I don't say dick and pussy, but it depends.
And I like this type of show because I can say how I feel. And over there, you got to monitor and make sure what you're saying is accurate.
And that's what people they get. I see them in the chat sometimes. They make fun of me because I speak slow. I speak slow sometimes because I have to stop and say, is it what you getting ready to come out your mouth? Is it politically correct?
I love Monica. I love her. I love her.
Are you getting ready to cap? And I don't want, I don't want to get her bleeped or anything like that, and I want to respect her platform.
We need a girl chat group. We need a girl chat group.
That could be done. That could be done. There is one group, but it's a lot of younger girls in there, but it's a few older women. TYB. I used to monitor them, but they wild up in there. If you like wild talk, go the Yoni Box 601. I'll put that in the chat. I'm thinking about having them on the show. They get crunk, but it just depends. It's a very safe space. But one problem that they have is they have so many people that they start hating. Okay. And they get in their feelings. And then they be wanting to shut the group down. And then they have to start all over again. And it's like, it's not that serious. You don't have to be like that.
And we got I call them all my sons. They got a bro chat room. and I'm telling you, they give it from a male's perspective, and I like it from the housewives, just male perspective, and I love it. They're 4 educated men. They are so great. I just believe in sharing everybody with like your page. You can just look on my page, and you will see House of the Princess, and tell everybody when you monitor it tomorrow or tonight, whenever, like it, like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
Do I need my 1,000 subscribers? But I do have a group on Facebook. It's House of the Princess. That's my YouTube page, and my Facebook group is House of the Princess. I do allow you to talk that talk if you want to. Now I have to kind of monitor before it goes up. You know, like I have one person, he's posting every day, but he don't even notice that none of his posts on my page because I have to I have to do the administrative, like you smoking and drinking and you promoting your own self, but do you participate in anything that I've put up? I don't even know who you are.
Right.
You didn't ask me, was it okay for you to produce yourself and, you know, put your own lives up there? I think courtesy is important. You know what I'm saying? This is Hollywoodstylz 773. That is Miss Tammie. Hollywoodstylz. That is her IG page.
I love her.
Please go follow her because she is a celebrity hairstylist. Okay, so let me explain to you. She is one of my hairstylists. That's my bae. Okay. When I met her, she was mean. I had to break her in a little bit, make her a little bit nicer. But she does celebrity hairstyle. She is also a boss and an entrepreneur. She has her own hair products, edge control, shampoos, conditioner. So I'm mad that she had technical difficulties and couldn't get back on to explain all of this for herself. But I'm going to put this information in the description. Everybody's information will be in the description of this video on YouTube when you rewatch it. So she also just started this month a VIP service for the people that are in the Chicago area, where you pay, I think it's $100 for the year, and you get a free, I don't want to say it wrong, you might get your hair done free for your birthday. You get discounts on all her products, and you get 2 free additional services to your shampoo. So just look into it before she shuts it down, because she said she was going to shut it down. She was only letting a certain amount of people a certain amount of time go by where you could get in on the deal. When I heard her explain it, it was very lucrative. If you come to get your hair done every couple of weeks, it's worth it. I know she was talking about an aloe vera massage with your shampoo. Lots of stuff. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and her products are good. The names of the products, her products are Glamorous Life. If you go on her Instagram page, Hollywoodstylz 773, it will be on there, and I will post it, like I said, in the chat and in the description box of this video on YouTube. I'm from the shop.
When the COVID is over, I will be there. I promise.
We're gonna make a party. She's on 71st at Frenzy. I just go there. Okay, I know it's green. It's a Hair Frenzy on 71st, and is that Campbell? It's not too far past Western. She should be in the chat and can put her address up there. But all of that is also in the in her Instagram and on her page, the Glamorous Life. It's on Facebook, I believe. Oh, here she goes. She said 2620 West 71st Street. Hollywood Glamour and Glitz. That's the name of the hair products. It's good, y'all. She do good hair, and she's a person that does your hair. Okay, she's a stylist that takes care of your hair. She just don't put no hot curlers on it and keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? She's actually going to maintenance your hair and take care of your hair. So I love her for that. She could do a good silk press. She could still do a roller set. And also she could get them wigs going. That last week when I had the little wig, she did my little wig. She put my little wig on for me and she gets me going. She's a celebrity, as not only a celebrity stylist, but she's also won contests. So she's a contest winning celebrity.
Yeah.
So she's a young girl. I've watched her glow up a little bit. So I'm proud of everybody that comes through here. I try to bring y'all some good content. Try to bring y'all some quality people in here, okay? Including myself. And of course, House of the Princess, I have a whole website. All of the YouTube videos are there. Soon I'm going to put my podcast videos on there and the videos or audios from the radio show that I do during the week. I also have written blogs. Some people like to read. So I write some stuff on there and I have other content. Soon I'll have my merchandise because I'm trying to be a whole brand up in this piece. So if you want to get your House of the Princess t-shirts or your Young Bella t-shirts, which are coming soon. And those who don't know what Young Bella is, that's this. I don't have my my light up bottles in front of me and I'm not going to get up to get one, but this is my own lip gloss line. I am finishing up the website. I'm sorry y'all been waiting on me for so long, but I had to get the business done. So that's the website. You can look at the Royalty Beauty brand soon. I'm gonna do a commercial so y'all can see that too.
Post that on my page. Post that on my page.
Yeah, they'll have a discount code. I'll have an early open discount code if you sign up early. I'm gonna send an email out and everybody, you can get your discounts on your lip gloss. That's the Young Bella lip gloss. I sell hair, I sell lashes. Soon it'll be a full beauty brand. I am excited because I am becoming the boss that I want to be. And I just want to be I'm working on the wife part. And if I get everything in its place, I know God has it in the cards. It should be in the cards. I'm hoping it's in the cards. So soon as everything comes into play, honey, you
I
ain't
saw
gonna
dick and pussy and I read my Bible and I ask God for everything I want.
And if you suck some good dick, that man will give you everything you want.
Amen.
Any last words, Miss Marcella?
No, I just enjoyed this and I'm going to make sure that my followers know about you. You're on our page, so you know you can advertise. I will approve all your advertisement and please post your royaltybeautybrands.com. I'm going to make sure that I do it tomorrow during lunch break. And thank you for inviting me.
I'll be there, Miss Marcella. Thank you for coming. I love you, love you, love you. I'm going to invite you back.
All right, I'll be here. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. So you guys, we've paid all the bills. Enjoy, but I have to go to bed. Working away. Thank you. Usually, you know what? We don't hold this late, but these men and women talks have been real good. So I just let everybody do what they want to do. And thank you guys. I've noticed that every show I have more and more people watching, more and more people holding on. I get excited and I get elated that I could turn this video off and I'm thinking, oh, just a couple of people watch. And then I'll have way more views than I ever anticipated. And the next day I'll have way more views than I anticipated. So I appreciate every person that supports me. I don't care if you support me for 5 minutes. I appreciate it. I ask that you like and share my videos. Again, if you're on YouTube or you can go to YouTube, please subscribe to the page. And that's my House of the Princess page. I need the subscribers, so that's important. If you're watching on YouTube, just hit the like button right up under me, right under there somewhere. So again, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate the love. I appreciate my guests, everybody that supports, everybody that's supporting my business. I have so much that I'm doing. I've always done graphic design and books and flyers. So I'm going to start flourishing in that and advertising more with that. I'm advertising my beauty company. I got a lot going on. I'm gonna start doing commercials. If you have a business and you need commercials, I can tape them for you. I can make them. I can do the voiceover. If you want to advertise with me, I'm accepting advertisements as well, and we'll put them as segments during my shows. I have no problem with it. So I gotta go to work too, but I'm enjoying the conversation and topics. Thank you so much again. I thank you, and I see some of y'all in passing. I know a lot of y'all, and I'm making new friends. I'll be on Twitter. Y'all know how to catch me. I need that. You do? Oh, okay. It's been on the screen the whole time, but this is all of my information there. Again, the website, the Instagram, my Twitter. I have been upping my Twitter, okay? Due to schoolboy and everybody that's on All About the Tea, because I have to keep up with everybody that's going on. So I am upping my Twitter. Of course, I used to Instagram a little bit. I'll probably post something later in my TikTok. It's a lot trying to keep up with all this stuff, okay? It's a lot, but I'm trying. So also, if you want to donate to the cause, there she is. That's her Cash App. Equipment costs. I'm still building equipment. Clubhouse. I'm on Clubhouse, but I am an Android fan. So I have it on my iPad. What's mine? It might be Princess N2K on Clubhouse. I'll add it. I'm still trying to get into it. You know, I kind of turned it off for a while because my phone just kept dinging and dinging. My iPad did. So I was like, So I will get back on Clubhouse. My government name is on Clubhouse, I think, but I think my name is Princess N2K or Princess AV on Clubhouse. So yes, I am on Clubhouse. I'm trying to keep up with all y'all in this stuff, okay? And the chat snaps and the Facebooks, and you know, I have to be at home in order to keep up with all the social media, because doing this and working 9 to 5 all the time is gonna be problematic. But God gonna work it out for me, okay? And I believe in me, and I believe in you believing in me. With that being said, again, thank all of you for coming out, sitting in your living room, in your cars, in your bed, wherever you are watching me run my mouth. I appreciate it. I love you. Now look, you have been in the house of the princess. Of course, this is me, Princess AV. And now I am going to turn out the lights. I love y'all. Y'all have a great evening.